When you choose a long-range marksman to take down enemies in the distance, only to find the enemies constantly staying at the edge of your attack range. When you enthusiastically pick a high-burst mage, planning to crush the opponents, but the enemies keep sneaking outside your vision. The professional players have long been using the small tricks in their settings for smooth operations. Let's take a look at how the pros set up their game. Change the setting from fixed camera to camera shifts with skill direction. Your vision will move with the direction of your skills, allowing for a broader vision range. This not only enables more accurate targeting, but also gives you the upper hand to anticipate incoming enemies in advance. Come and try this practical secret that professional players are using. Play like a pro to dominate the enemy team effortlessly. Learn from the pro. Learn more from Honor of Kings Global Esports.
Okay. Okay, hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. We'll be starting off with Boom Esports versus Team Vitality. Oh, Musashi.
Welcome to day number 2 HOnorOfKings Invitational 2024 season.
Our group is 4 teams. I think they're strong, but I think we're stronger.
We did some mistakes, but we will work on it and be better.
One small mistake leads us to defeat.
We can win every team if we play our draft and if we don't do mistakes.
Okay, teams, let's do our best and we'll see you there.
我也希望能够把开根抓带上更大的舞台。
Match nanti lawan Isurus, kami sih udah ada persiapan dari draft. Lalu kan kemarin juga Isurus ada bermain melawan tim Secret. Kami juga udah nonton permainannya dan kami rasa kami bisa sih lawan mereka.
Caendra, yo sé que ustedes les tienen miedo a Team Secret, mas a nosotros le tienen que tener más, porque hoy ellos sangraron mucho.
不管是对手是谁，做好自己，去赢下每一场比赛。
Öncelikle şöyle herhangi bir çekindiğim veya korktuğum takım bulunmuyor turnuvada.
在抽签下来之后，3个队伍可能都在我们上面一点点，但是经过一段时间的调整，我不敢保证肯定会赢，但是会是2场精彩的 BO3 的。
VK changed bot lane. They were playing with other 2 players in S1. So I think we have a little bit advantage on the bot lane.
Having that dream come true is very amazing.
Vocês vão conhecer os reis do Ocidente.
VK, 我们的目标就是你。
打给我们对我们来说没有什么压力，
有很大的信心。
我们很早就在研究他们了，因为他们也是我们的重点的对手。我们确实会有比较特别的战术。
Hati-hati saja. Hari ini kami tidak menunjukkan apa-apa karena akan memberikan surprise kepada Impunity.
Saya percaya diri bersama tim RRQ.
你们不用太在意输赢，知道吧？你们自然而然就输了。我们会拿出全部状态。
Maybe we can find inspiration from other stories. Hey, that might work. Got it. This story is adventurous, but lacks excitement. How about this one?
in by Bang. Bang doing the open. Time damage from Daddy as well, taking down the win sheet as well. Niap is looking.
And we're back. Welcome back into the third day of the group stages. This is Honor of Kings Invitationals Season 2. This is your favorite kind of tofu, Kin Dofu. And with me today, we have a change up. We're going to introduce you to Holler. How are you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here. This is day 3. There have been so many good games thus far. And we're going to find out some teams are actually going to be eliminated by the end of the day, which is kind of surprising if you ask me, Kin.
Yeah, so Judgment Day, and this is we're speaking specifically about Group C and Group D, which is going to be a nail-biter for the 4 teams that are competing today, because this will decide their fate, who will step into the top 8, win a little bit more money, but more importantly, qualify for the Esports World Cup. So, I mean, Holler, I'm sure you've been with us for the past few days as well online. Just curious to see, what's the monster matchup you're looking forward to today?
Actually, there's going to be a ton of good matchups, right? I think that you already mentioned it about 2 teams potentially being eliminated by the end of today. But I think we're going to start off the first match with a really good one. It's going to be Boom Esports versus Team Vitality. This one is going to be in Group A. There's still a lot of flux in terms of what's going to happen. But I mean, all that
let me know how the audio is for those that are in the
playing on that Infinix. It's the
so that
experience of esports level gaming with the Infinix GT20 Pro. Like all the professional players here at HOK Season 2 Invitationals. If you'd like to find out more, you can check out Infinix official website. Please do check them out. The phones are great. Kin, have you tried that one?
Yes, for sure. And another thing that we would definitely like other people to try out is the Esports World Cup experience. Now, of course, you have to be a player to experience this, but we would like to thank Esports World Cup for being our partners.
Please tell me if the audio is okay for you guys so that I can adjust accordingly.
For the Esports World Cup that's going to be happening in July. Now, this is the prelude to the Esports World Cup, so I'm really excited. Now, today, we will need you to buckle up your seat belts, right? Squeeze your belts a little bit, and at the end of the day, the results will be fully spelt. Now, with that being said, I think we're talking about the first game of the day. Boom Esports, for me, I think they haven't had the chance to really showcase the true potential yet. We have seen that disruptive Athena, right? Their strategy was so beautiful, and they managed to win that match for itself. But of course, they couldn't finish the job. This time today, I think they're really looking to close the door on that and maybe proceed a little higher on their table and make it out as one of the top 2 teams out of Group A.
Yeah, I think going into this one, you definitely don't want to be that loser, right? And Boom Esports, they've already got that loss. You already talked about that one. It's something that they cannot go into. There's not a whole lot.
If you see any
obviously today and tomorrow,
the screen tearing is their side, their stream side, not my side.
Esports World Cup, right? 8 teams that make it to the knockout stage are going to they're going to have a chance to not only the prestige
must be the Monday Blues setting in.
Also a whole bunch of money. There's going to be a lot.
So for the first match we have Boom Esports versus Team Vitality.
I would say the group of death. There's a lot at stake.
Team Vitality is the one with the imports.
And right on the screen you'll see
Group if Team Vitality looks to win this against Boom Esports, they will look to cross. There's a high chance they will secure the top spot for their Group A, which is 4 teams.
Now let's take a look at the other side, which is going to be Group B.
On the side of Boom Esports, if they get 2-0, they will be fighting for second place with Vivo Keystar. So we'll see how far ahead Team Vitality can get to secure their slot into knockout stage.
In a short moment, you will take a look at Group C and Group D. That is where the fire is going.
Because at this point of time, it's about the amount of points and differential that we can look to add up.
For today. And we'll take a look at the schedule first up.
Then after that, for Group C, the match that I'll be doing will be Isurus versus Cassandra. So if either team wins, they will be the next one to move on to the knockout stage. Because that is the final match for Group C.
Isurus and Cassandra, who is going to come out tops and make it all the way to the World Cup qualifiers. Likewise, for Group D, LGD Gaming Malaysia. They've already done the deal.
And then likewise for Impunity's Group D against RRQ, which I will not be covering actually.
This leaves us with Impunity against RRQ.
Yeah, so much at stake, and both of these, we still have yet to find out who's going to make it. But again, you know, both of the Malaysian teams coming out with the victors, understanding that the level of play was so high. Like LGD, I think their fastest game was about 7 minutes and 40 seconds. It was actually insane yesterday.
7
so they're
minutes.
going to be
What?
resting
If only my rank is also clean.
to, you know, get them
What the hell?
But let's talk a little bit about today. I mean, we talked about Boom Esports Team Vitality. That's going to be the first
yeah,
one. And then Isurus Kagendra. I think that one's going to be super close. And then, of course, HOK Stars versus Food Esports. That's going to be the third match of the day. And finally, RRQ versus Impunity Esports, which, again, every team needs to win
2-0
today.
I see a lot of
Victory
2-0s
is
today.
a requirement. It's not even left to chance. So at
Probably
this point,
Vitality
I think the stakes are really
2-0
high, right?
Vivo,
So I think when we take a
Kagendra,
look at the
and
games
Impunity.
later, every single thing
That are my
matters,
predictions.
right? Every single camp, every single creep, every single turret, and of course, the crystal is important. But let's take a look at the team's lineup today. Boom going to be
Esports
represented
will
by
be
our
the
5 lovely players
same
here. Miggy,
roster.
Ajizix, Dragon, Toshi, as well as Impressive. Now, for those of you that have followed us throughout the couple of days thus far, Impressive really speaks and embodies his name. He has been really impressive on that support roam role, and I'm expecting even bigger things today. And of course, their counterparts, they're going to be going up against Team Vitality. They're no slack as well, right? But we'll slowly introduce these players in a bit. So, Holler, what do you think about their competition so far?
Well, let's talk a little bit about Boom Esports here. Not to make fun of Miggy, but Miggy looks a little sleepy in this photo. I feel like also in the tournament, he can kind of step up a bit on this one. But let's talk a little bit about Team Vitality here. This is the team from France.
Same
We have
roster for
Nagi,
Team
we have
Vitality on the side,
Shanks, Highland,
representing France.
Dash, City
Shanks
Boy,
and
Benji,
City Boy
of
being
course.
their China imports.
City Boy's, you know, I think he's one of the kind of the standouts, at least to me. What are your thoughts on Team Vitality, Kid?
Really strong, and we're really seeing the shanking yesterday, right? So Shank was playing the farm lane yesterday, and a very monstrous performance with the Arlie as well. So I think there is quite a lot of even ground between these two teams. The question is today, who is going to be able to make that?
But I'm guessing the audience
edge,
isn't
right?
as big today because of it's a Monday and everyone's either working or studying.
Maybe
So yeah,
roll the competition out of the first game at least, right? Once again, this is a best of 3 series. So the stakes are high, right? You need to have that advantage. Having a 1-game cushion is going to matter that much more, especially when you're vying for the top 2 spots in Group A.
Yeah, every point matters, right? Even the game differentials. So if you can 2-0, it's way better than a 2-1.
cool.
So you definitely want to put yourself in a prime
Boom
position.
depends
Now,
on the
if you happen to
pay
be
and
watching
my
and you're tuning in,
because
or
they
you
do not
happen
want
to
to
be
lose
in
the early
KL
game
itself,
advantage
this
and
one is
first,
going live in the
especially
Subway Velocity
Pay
Mall.
with
Do
his
check
aggressive
it out.
invades.
Of course, you can see these players in action. and kind of
Vitality will look
see,
out to
you
take
know,
Boom's Athena threat
the whole
and
heart of
Ali.
victory and defeat.
Huge meta pick
Sometimes you might
currently,
see some
which
people
means they open
crying.
up the
I mean,
Doria
unfortunately,
and
that is there's so much
Lady
at stake
Chen.
that it potentially could happen.
Doria, Lady
We're
Chen,
going into the draft
first
here.
pick of
Boom
Doria
Esports
from the
selling
side
a
of Boom
medallion pick.
Esports.
Your thoughts on this as a
A
first?
very nice and solid
I think it's a
S-tier
very
support.
flexible pick, right? It opens up a lot of options for the side of Boom Esports, but more importantly, I think there's a lot of respect coming out from Team Vitality, right? They are actually going to ban out the Arlie as well as the Athena. We've already seen the damage.
Vitality picks up the
Athena
Elaine
do, right?
and
So much disruption
the
going
Kaiser.
into the jungle, and
Very
it really
strong
messes up the tempo of
frontliners
the team.
and damage
Likewise, on the
dealers.
side of Boom Esports, they're going to ban out the Mai Shiranui as well as the Pei. So Mai Shiranui, we've already seen, if put into the right hands, it
Why
can
is
be
their stream so
a
bad today?
so they will take that out of the picture. Let's take
Lady
a look at
Sun and
the
Haino
next set of picks
combo
here.
from the
It's
side
gonna
of
be the Lady
Boom.
Sun along with the Haino here. So RG6 and Dragon responsible for the next 2 picks for the team. We've already seen how strong a Lady Sun is, especially when you give her an unfair advantage in terms of the farm and gold accumulation. Right, and Haino, of course, with the Fate Rewind, not only able to save his own health, he can
from
kind
the
of
side of
reverse the health of the
Vitality.
turrets
Oh
as well.
my.
So that's something that we need to keep an eye
They're
on.
looking to really go all in on the
The
Lady
Dahlia
Sun.
pick, the way I'm kind of looking at this one, it's only been picked 3 times in game, but it has a 0% win rate thus far. Yes, we've only had 2 games of play, but that's not a really good showing. Lady Soon and Haino much higher in terms of the pick rates. They're definitely more popular. Lady Soon, you have the potential for outplay. The amount of late game damage that this monster can do is just absolutely insane. And you already talked about Haino. in terms of just having that flexibility, that
So the
poke, and of
Toon
course
ban
that
on the
favorite
side of
rewind, which is gonna be
Vitality to
amazing going into
secure
this
the
game.
early
But
game
now, let's talk a
jungle
little bit more about
against
the
the opponent.
Shangguan here. We've seen a little bit of a pick, again, a 0% win rate.
And
It's
Sun
only
Ping
been
ban.
seen in 2 games
Oh yes,
thus
because
far. But what are
this
your
case,
thoughts? What about
Sun Ping's
this,
ultimate,
about the Shangguan
the
pick
temporal
that Team
loop,
Vitality is looking at?
actually cancels the ultimate
Shangguan, as
of
we all know,
silences
finishing
Doria,
very
Haino, and
good,
Lady Sun very
single
well,
target
especially
damage,
in the
right?
hands
So I
of
think that's the idea behind this
team
pick
with
for the
2
side
CNE
of
pots.
Vitality. They
It
want to be able to
actually will
burst
play a
down a similar
detrimental role.
target.
There are
And
Byron ban
one
from
of
the
the
side of
reasons why we
Vitality to
don't
make
see
the
Doria
laning
winning that
phase
many
for a
matches
lane
is that
a
she's
bit
not
easier.
exactly very
And there are
tanky
more
as
Tzu ban on the side
right?
of Boom.
Even with the Wave Breaker, yes, she does get some heals in the health, in mana, but she's not exactly a very tanky hero. She's pretty squishy, to be honest. And so this is the doors opening for Vitality to get a snipe down on the squishies of the team. And hopefully, with the lack of control, with the lack of healing coming out for the team of Boom Esports, Vitality can kind of capitalize on that, get the main damage in. That's also the benefit of
So
the Kaiser
Vitality
in the
will
lane,
look to
right?
pick
So
up
they
the
are both
Zhang
pretty
Fei
tanky
support,
as well. Kaiser
giving
with herself
their
will be able to go in, get the light boost, get the
marksman
slows,
pick open.
and hopefully steamroll, lawn mow their way across the front lines and maybe just across the entirety of Boom Esports.
Yeah. And I like this one. I mean, just kind of
Let's see
the
what
draft a bit in terms of the Zhang Fei kind of helping
Boom
out. You're
picks up
talking
for
about
either
maybe a
their
little bit more on the squishier
clash
side.
laner and
You kind
their
of want somebody to
jungler.
kind of be frontlining and being that initiator tank, and then the Elaine and Kaiser can kind of clean up a bit. So I do see the synergy throughout this draft thus far. But if we're looking more to the Boom Esports, who kind of helps round this one out?
Oh,
You probably need a
Yin
bit
on
of a
the side
tank
of Clash
here
Lane
as
and
well,
a Yu Huan jungle. Wow, that's a lot of
They
magic
do,
damage
which
on the
means
side of
at
Boom
this point with the
Esports.
finalization of the draft, right? I think the Haino will actually go for a tankier
So,
build. At the
will
same
we
time,
see a
with the tankier
marksman
build,
that
it helps with his
is
auto attack.
self-sustaining?
It gives him more
I would
lifesteal in that sense.
prefer
Right?
a
So having
Diren
Yu
Jie
Huan is
here.
great because with her ultimate itself, she will be invincible
A
and she
Diren
gets to
Jie
heal
or
her team
Mako
as well.
well
But
here.
my concern is they are very prone to surprise ganks from the side of Vitality.
So what
And
did they lock in?
with the Shangguan, it's actually
Yes,
something
as
that
predicted,
is,
they locked in
one
the
of their
Diren
prowesses,
Jie.
right? One of the strengths. And I'm really concerned whether Vitality, or rather Boom, can they survive the onslaught?
Because Diren
when
Jie's skill
Vitality
2
hits the
will
strides
look
in
to
itemization
uh,
and even map control.
purify away any crowd control, while the
Looks like we've
S3
got the
will look
drafts
to
in mind.
lock
The
down
coaches are gonna
anybody
just
that's
shake
out
hands
of position
here
for
going
the
into this
rest of the
one.
team to follow
But
up.
if we're going to look at the draft, and we'll sew that one up just again, just to kind of reflect on what we've going into this one with the first match, game 1.
Wow, that stream
going
is
into this
really
one.
bad
But
today.
Who do you
Keep
think
staring.
has probably the easier lineup to play here?
So on the side of Vitality,
Both
this
of
is their
them have
lineup,
pros and
and for
cons, but
Boom,
I'm just gonna
it's
go
as
with
shown.
Vitality on this one, at least for game 1.
So
because
personally, I
they
feel
seem a
that
little bit
Vitality
tankier.
will,
They
as
have
well as
a
their
little bit more,
draft is a lot
in
more
the tank,
solidified
which means in the war
with
of
better
attrition, I think
frontliners,
Vitality will
and
have always that extra
they are able to
advantage,
prolong
which
fights,
will
yet
make
burst
the
down
most
fights
difference for
very,
team fights
very
as well.
fast. A very solid draft on the side of
So
Vitality's coach.
you like Vitality going in, but overall through this
And on the
prediction
side of Boom,
this
it's quite a
first
very
matchup,
late game
do you
composition
want
with the
Team
Yihuan,
Vitality to come out the
Haino,
victors on
Lady
this
Sun,
one?
technically
Or
needing
do you
all
not
three
have
of
a
them to
horse
have
in this
items.
race?
Especially if the Haino goes
I
for
would say
semi-tank.
I want them to win, but I think at this point,
So,
Boom Esports have
with that, we'll
shown
jump
me that they have the
over to the
potential to take
casters
the
to
entire seed.
get
Right
over.
now, it is up to them if they can achieve this result. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Boom Esports versus Vitality.
Yeah, we're going to go right into this one. Of course, the roamers, the Dahlia and the Zhang Fei, they're just going to kind of stay in the middle to kind of push things around a little bit, to kind of not to, I guess, force the issue. I feel like this is basically BAU at this point, right?
Yeah, business as usual for sure. At this point, they're gonna put the G6 Yu1 in the jungle here, and it looks like in the farm lane, Toshi's gonna get a slight advantage here, getting the Fire HOK, which means he's gonna be level 3, a little bit faster than what they have on the side of Shanks. Right, they're gonna give it a trade, but at this point, I think it should be pretty much even because it looks like Toshi will allow his jungler to take that final camp on the bot as well.
Yep. Okay. Now, if we're gonna look a little bit more in the Clash laners here, this lane, I kind of like them. I play Clash lane myself. I feel like it has a lot of potential for outplay. But your thoughts in the top lane going up against Miggy on the Mayan?
Well, I think this is a pure skill matchup, right? It's just who is the better Clash laner at this point. Both their skill sets allow the outplay potential as well. But of course, in terms of survivability, I think we have to be really concerned about 90. 90 requires
Alright,
to
bro.
be
So me.
front facing in fights, right?
That's
to
good. I'm
be able to do
I'm
this.
glad
My
you
aim
guys
is
were able
slightly
to
different. She can come in
try
and
new
angle,
robots.
hit
I
it,
guess that's
stand at the side before
it's an
she
improvement
jumps
in
with
your
whatever.
hero pool.
And I
So
really like the
that's
name of the skill because her
I'm
first
happy to
two
hear
skills
that.
are just called whatever one, whatever two.
Thanks for tuning in, by the way.
The flash away, Toshi's gonna go for this. So the finishing stroke is not gonna be enough damage. It does not. It's an unfinishing stroke at that point. Hyland will limp away, not get that first blood that he's looking for. Bit of a rotation, and it looks like Boom Esports will come out and they're a survivor.
So at this part of the game, Boom Esports will honestly look to just farm up, not do anything much, or look for team fights because it will actually cause them to. Their damage is not sufficient compared to the side of Vitality.
Advantage to try and make a play. And as it stands now, both teams kind of understand the rotations of each of their counterparts, and it looks like they're not letting up. And this is a perfect way to start first game of the day.
Yeah, it's a good start. Of course, I mean, the net worth lead is like negligible at this point. Everybody are kind of playing it very safe. Nobody's getting that.
Yep.
Nobody wants to give up any kills at this point. But now, who's...
Athena Rome. Okay. Yeah, Athena Rome is situational. It depends if you have a 3-man or 5-man composition.
At this point, right? Because
Whereas if it's a solo, nobody understands what the hell you're doing. Yeah.
For the team. Because if
but it's a good try. I'm happy to hear it work.
Boom with the finishing stroke, it's gonna prove to be a very huge advantage.
Any action, guys? Come on, fight!
See him as a one-shot wonder, right? After he finishes the finishing stroke, he's not gonna be that useful until the cooldown of his ult.
Build-wise, nothing out of the ordinary. Zhang Fei completed his smite item first instead of his support item because he's actually going for the smite build.
That's gonna be quite the
nice
painful
ultimate from
bullet
Zhang Fei, followed up by Zhang Guan. And the first blood.
And they do end up getting Doshi, and that's a massive blow to Boom Esports here. Really nice
first blood for your marksman against enemy marksman. Wow, that's a very solid.
French side will take the lead for the moment here in the 4-minute mark, and this is exactly the perfect.
And then with that, they will look to just take the enemy's jungle camps because G1's clearing and ability to prevent invades a lot lesser than the composition of Vitality.
Around the Tyrant here, Team Vitality playing things a little bit safe. The Tyrant
Kaiser
doing a decent amount of
ultis.
damage as well, and the Fate Rewind keeps him alive. J6 is being chased down to the ends of the earth, and it looks like he's gonna go down. Hyland will
If
secure
V1
the
had
lead.
her
Yoshi is
ultimate
now
there,
joined by Dragon thought about going back in. He throws out the
they
scepters
did
and Shakes now on the road.
you can try. I don't recommend it though.
Yep, and
Lidison is more, it's quite utility, but it all, unless your main mage is like a burst or like somebody that can do a lot of sustain damage,
this is not the position you want to be. Yes, they are on the
like
same levels,
Shangguan
but at this point, there's
Mai.
other things at play as well, which is the mental state, right? Now as a G6, even throwing out all of the different skills, your Mournful Tempo, even with the peace, Melody of Peace as well, you don't survive the fight. And what does that do to you as a player? It makes you fearful, right? I have done.
If you all
everything I
notice,
could
screen
have done,
test is
and yet I still did not
production
get the
error,
advantage.
not
So
my
Vitality
screen.
definitely not only just leading in the tangibles, they are leading in the intangibles as well.
I mean, mainly about the net worth, but at the end of the
Very
day,
disciplined
Vitality have not
gameplay
taken
from
it down, right?
Vitality.
So I think
Oh,
that they can
Kaiser.
Boom Esports
Kaiser
kinda
get
hang
caught.
their hats on this one. And it looks like Miggy will be backing off. He's been playing 1 versus 2 almost the entire game. Team Vitality have been pushing the top lane, but Miggy playing it safe, not giving anything up. So he's playing things well. He's keeping that tower alive, which is what he needs to do, and just basically farm under that tower. So he's done a great job. Now, looking in the bottom lane,
Oh, they are
Aggressive
looking to
goes
catch
in,
the bottom.
gets
Oh, it's a 4-man.
it looks like the leading savior, but this is a
Nice
4-man rotation.
disengage from the side of Benji, Zhang Fei, and Kiran Jie played by
Now,
Sex.
you know, Miggy is going to join the fight as well.
Unbridled outburst. He's going to go in for this one. He dives in. He takes a lot of damage.
Haino ultis. They need Yifan ultis to keep her team alive. And she gets the kill on Shanks.
So they get something in return. And now the Tyrant is going to be starting.
Actually, it's quite unfortunate.
And with that kill, they can start the Tyrant as the opponent Vitality side does not have any wave control, map control.
In the fight itself. And because of that death, they will allow that open entry, and this is going to be the first Tyrant of the game going over to Boom. Now the stage has changed, right? The state of the game as well. So Boom will take a lead in terms of the map control. At the same time, they will be able to capitalize off of this and recover that goal. And slowly but surely, you will see the goal is shifting in favor of Boom.
Yeah, nice play there. I mean, that's what you want. That's how you get back in the game. The game is never really over, obviously, in the first 5 minutes. Or the first 8 minutes, unless you're up against LGD, which is a whole nother story. But Boom Esports playing it well. They're trying to protect their jungle as much as possible. Team Vitality trying to take whatever scraps they can get. They might even think about going for the Overlord. I doubt it in the end, especially since Boom Esports have kind of rounded themselves around it. It's very difficult for them to get anything going. But now Team Vitality, they are actually behind in terms of the network lead. Impressive, all the way in the front. Forbidden Domain, and Zhang Fei, Dragon is going to be killed. And it looks like in the top lane as well. And the Unbridled Outburst just keeping him alive. He's very tanky. He gets back to safety and under tower, and he should be fine.
Yeah, that's a very scary situation for Boom actually, because the fact that they can kill a dragon, I'm not sure whether it's because he didn't have the Fate Rewind. Hopefully that's the case, because if he did expend that Fate Rewind and still died, then you definitely know that Vitality have a little bit more firepower than Boom is expecting at this point. And also the gold growth, oh, hang on.
Oh, they do get Highland. He gets sniped out. Miggy gets him with the whatever. And CT Boy, all he can do is watch. He's going to be bursted as well. He's going to be chased. And it looks like the rotation has been made an appearance. It looks like he's got the meteor kill, keeping him alive, at least for now. Benji is joined as well. He's
Benji? Oh, Benji wouldn't make it out alive. Will he make it out alive? Nice.
But Benji somehow still alive. Doesn't get killed. The Fate Rewind keeps him alive. Dragon, that is. He's going to be fine. And it looks like Highland was the only one to have fallen. But Boom Esports continue to push on to this T1 at G6, zoning them away.
Oh, it's actually going quite even compared to what I was expecting.
At this point, Boom Esports, you know they understand the assignment, right? They have spread the damage across the entire team. And the Wave Breaker, I need to mention this, impressive with the Wave Breaker, has been consistently helping the team out. It might not seem
so
like
for those
much,
that do not know, the Wave Breaker means Doria's skill.
Really giving Boom that edge against
that they are
Team
referring to over
Vitality
there.
so far.
They're gonna find
Oh,
Maggie.
they're looking
He's gonna be
at
there,
it.
but
Oh,
nice two-man knock.
Changquan is going to fly. Kaiser tanking.
He's gonna go down.
Oh,
CT Boy will take credit.
Changquan managed to get the high note before he was able to ultimate. Oh my god, the amount of damage. What is his build? Satiable. Oh, Changquan actually went for Venomous.
Very uncomfortable for Boom Esports.
That's
They still have
impressive.
3 members alive. That Sunset all the way in the back line does some AoE.
I guess it makes sense because the enemy team has so much healing that
Unbridled
he just
Outburst.
wants to cut
He's
it
gonna be
and
up
fight.
in the front. He's kind of tanking as much
Oh,
as he
this
can.
one has another
It
ultimate.
looks like they're gonna back off
and
here.
he
They got
survived.
that T1 mid, and that should be the end of this fight. Boom Esports really not able to do anything else at this point.
Yep, they had to commit the elements of Dolia as well as a G6 just to chase them away. And this is why I prefer Team Vitality's drop earlier today, because I think they have a lot of life that Boom Esports has the kind
CT
of...
Boy, they've got 90.
I'm gonna come.
Logistics is going in for this one. CT Boy, oh, 90 barely gets alive. Highland is continuing to turn this around. Impressive solo. He's going to be
Oh
sniped
my
down.
god, what is this team fight?
Doshi as well. That's a double kill.
Double?
Logistics
Triple?
gets knocked up with a
Triple?
meteor kill. He's being
Oh,
chased
no
down. He does
triple.
get killed.
But he gets shut
Dragon
down.
does have his scepters. He's doing a lot of damage, and he wants to go
Look
for
at how
the
tanky the Kaiser is.
Fate Rewind not able to get
Disgusting.
Dragon will go down.
Fat.
That's a 4-for-1, and Team Vitality have found that opening.
And now with that, it's a 4k goal differential at 10 minutes, but there's still a chance to come back though. Boom stalls for that, and then it's the instant replay of the team fight from earlier.
Yeah, and this is going to be the replay of this one. Just sticking around, but it might have stuck around too long as he goes down, and then you see the action. Miggy getting chased all the way. He's been thwarted by Benji, and that lets Dragon go, but Dragon does fall in the end as well. He was playing things a little too close with that Fate Rewind. Probably should have used it a bit earlier, but the meteor kill onto Miggy, who hops over the wall. Logistics now being chased, and now Team Vitality have taken the enemy jungle. They're in prime position.
Right, and that's the strength, right? So if you break it down into two different things, the Benji and Shanks combo, just chasing Miggy away makes the world's difference. But you know what? Vitality doesn't want to allow me to speak. They want to keep fighting. But yeah, for now, it looks like they're just going to prime and poise themselves for the next attack.
Yeah, why would you not fight, right? If you're Team Vitality at this point, you're up 5k, you have full control, you have a net worth lead, you've taken all the objectives as well. The top two T2 goes down. I mean, it's just a matter of time where you pretty much, when you have the guy down, you don't want to let him get off, right? You take away the breathing space, so to speak.
Vitality is
And Team
getting a
Vitality have
clean
done a
snowball of
great job
3k goal
understanding
lead
how
at
to play with
the 11 minute mark. which is quite
Yeah,
a
I
good stat.
really like the itemization here, especially from Highland. He actually has a breakthrough rope along with the venomous stuff. I can't
Highland
explain to
breakthrough
you
rope.
how
Oh, so he's
detrimental
able to
that is
sustain and
to
heal
the
himself
Haynor as well,
and
because
last in
number
team
one,
fights a lot
he does
better.
have the insatiable tomb along with the holy grail as well. So the healing isn't as strong coming out from the side of Boom.
Yeah. Definitely not as much, but it looks like Team Boom or Boom Esports are gonna steal the Overlord here. They hit it, they took it right from under their noses. Team Vitality looking to go in for this one. Nighty continuing to stay on the front. The Meteor Kill's a little off the mark. And it looks like they're gonna continue on Choi, trying to chase out Unbridled Outburst, creating a path of sending them the wrong way, sending them to the point with Fate Rewind, pushes him back. Impressive is gonna be the first to fall. They've got logistics as well, and I guess they, they'll take a 3 for nothing, all for the cost of the Overlord.
Yeah, what do you do when you have a team that is so tanky? They're taking a shield to bash you in the face. Vitality just outpowering and outmuscling Boom Esports at this point, and as it stands now, I think the base could be barren in a couple more minutes.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean, it's 10 seconds, but the problem is they don't have minions. The bottom lane is pushing, and they've done a good job of that. They'll probably take this bottom T2, but they want to get the high ground one. Here, the minions are now crashing into the top lane. The Drakes are making things a little bit more difficult. But Team Vitality have taken this one, and again, this net worth lead is just, almost been 10K at this point. Sorry, I don't have my abacus.
Yeah, and this was all in an instant, right? So at this point, right, the Vanguards don't matter. Sure, you have the Shadow Vanguards, but look at the damage that they're offering. I want to take a look at the itemization from the Theron tier here, which is going to be in the hands of Shanks. He does have so much damage. His core items,
what did he buy?
along with the Doomsday, he
Oh,
does have attack
my god,
as well as
that's
percentage health damage, and more importantly, it is about the chain lightnings that come out from
right there.
the hits
That's,
when they
he
proc
literally
and
needs
the
only
item
one last
as
item.
well. And he does have the Cuirass of Savagery, so even if he gets damage, that increases the amount of damage he's able to lay out. At the same time, he's also able to move faster because there's an increment of the movement speed as well.
Yeah, and I mean, net worth is one thing. The itemization is definitely on point. It's way higher. But if we're looking at levels, this is the tail of the tape, so to speak. You have Shanks and CT Boy both at 15. They've been there for quite some time now. And Boom Esports are playing from behind. They're playing very defensive. They have no way to even contest this Tyrant here, which is going to be easily taken by Shanks. So Boom Esports, what do they need to do to get back in this game, other than with thoughts and prayers? What is the other option?
Well, at this point, I think they need a little more than the healing that's coming out, because they are already
Hello,
out-itemized at this
hello.
point, right? Healing is not what
Thanks
they're
for
going to
joining.
use anymore.
Yeah,
They need
what's
more
up?
damage.
Yo, it's me. Yes, it is me.
Okay.
A very clear 10k goal lead at the 40 minute mark. Boom is practically sitting ducks at this point of time. Oh, Zhang Fei outed. Kaiser tanking. Kaiser is out. Zhang Fei taking turns to take super damage. Then Tyrion Jie is out of position. Hello, welcome. Oh, they couldn't end that over there because of the minion wave. I feel so bad for PH. I mean, for the newer regions, I feel they just need time to like sharpen their game and not make it so one-sided in a sense.
And that's exactly what Vitality is trying to stop
Vitality is looking to catch CT Boy.
It's just one man
CT Boy
show,
is
he
caught.
will be taken out, right?
God,
So
what a
it's
mistake.
difficult because they need to get more damage.
So they are ahead.
Yeah, more damage, or 4 versus 1 fight like that last one. Oh, nice 3-man knock-up, though, by Mickey. But it looks like they're going to back off. They do have a slight advantage in the sense that CT Boy's down for about 30 seconds. But, for Team Vitality,
he's looking for the Lady Soon, but he couldn't get Lady
Soon. They're going to continue to fight. And Dragon Fate rewinds back. The Scepter is going to be doing a decent amount of damage spread throughout, and Highland's going to be the first to fall in this fight. And Benji backing off, and Boom
it's a
Esports
good
doing
play to
alright.
back
They
off
got
at this point because all the basic turrets are down. Okay, so for those,
they take one back, but it's still 10k down, and at this point, Boom, maybe there's
oh
a
my
slip
god,
up because Toshi is actually able to deal a lot of that burst damage. This is one of the perks of taking out
so
that
Boom
Lady Sun
Esports will be
in
able
the
to
first
keep
place, and
themselves
Toshi seems to be
a
taking
bit
work,
longer
but
in
they
the
need a
team
little
fight
bit more time. They need
and game,
someone to be
but
able to
it's
tank
sort of
damage.
inevitable
Because
lah.
if you take a look at what's happening in the past few minutes of the game, CT Boy, when he's at full life and
Let's see
he
what
procs
items they
out
don't
with
have.
the
Migi
Invincible
doesn't
Warrior,
have Pure
he's
Sky
able
yet.
to really just capture the attention of all
Doria
5
doesn't
members.
have
So let's take a look at the
Revitalize.
growth on the Lady Sun, Master Sword, Eternity Blade.
Yeah, they are doing
both
everything. I
excellent
guess
performance.
it's an
Now,
effort, I
he does
guess.
get the
As
succubus
esports players, you
slope
cannot look to
right
just give
as
up.
we
So you
speak
know it's a
about
lost
it.
game.
So he is given some safety against
Yeah, and the screen
skills
tests
of
for those
the
that just came in
Shangguan
are
right?
from
So
the side of
Highland might
production, not
not
my side.
have as easy of a time trying to get the snipe onto Toshi, and that might be a huge difference in the upcoming team fights.
Yeah.
So Glacier Buckler from the side of Champion. Oh, Glacier Buckler.
Getting a couple
Why not
kills
full
on that
damage?
one, really kind
Interesting.
of, you know,
Hi, coach. Hi.
accelerating her growth in terms of net worth because she needs that. But
Me no coach,
this
but
is
yes,
the
hi.
one
Welcome.
where Boom Esports, they need to fix the lane. They need to, again, to your point of just
Tiger
slowing down
has
the
full
game.
item.
I think those 2 kills were very helpful for them in terms of extending, probably
Why
about an extra
Highland
3 to
should
5
went for
minutes, I would
Savant's
guess at
Wrath.
this point. But they put themselves in a good spot.
Savant's
Team
Wrath, I think.
Vitality took a bad fight. I mean, they lost the CT boy
But you
early,
went for
and then they
Glacier.
tried to take another fight, 4 versus 5. And again,
Yes,
it's a
I am.
numbers
I am.
game, right? You really can't be doing that kind of thing, especially at this stage. Team
I
Vitality
am
have made a mistake.
your
They're
the
definitely
DreamVox
still in the
analyst.
driver's seat, but it's
So
one
I
of
do
the
all the full
situations where, hey,
coverages.
if they go up against an LGD, they can't afford to make those types of mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. And at this point, one of the things they need to watch out for is the Tyrant. With the chain lightning, it's going to increase the amount of attack and offensive.
They shouldn't be
capabilities
losing
on
any
the
more
side
Tyrants
of
or
either
Overlords.
team.
They
So
have
need
double
to
smite.
really plan this out really
So they'll
carefully.
look to contest over Tyrant, or will they catch?
Oh, the damage!
They got him.
Oh, Doria ulti.
He's
Yuhuan
looking to
has
just
no
kind of
more
back
ulti.
off. He's trying to outheal
And
this
he
one.
dies.
He's been chased, and Highland will get credit for this one.
And Yalen, as you all can
Forced to
see,
get
he's
down.
actually
trying to go for Doshi.
locking
wants
down.
to
He
take
only
out that
he has
damage.
eyes for one
He gets
person,
pulled
Lady
back in.
Sun,
90
which is
somehow
what
still
such a
not
clash
able to
laner to
Doshi.
do.
Doshi's
Oh,
still
nice,
impressive
catching
spin kill
Doria.
on the backside.
And Lady
And
Sun
now
gone.
Doshi's running the wrong way. He has no choice, and he gets
Yes, they are
taken
doing
out.
the duo
He gets
Hino
the
combo.
double kill.
I guess they
Got
wanted to
finishing
stall for
throw
late
on a
game, but
dragon.
then
He gets
they
pushed
just
back in.
whiff
It's a matter
against
of
the early
time.
game
One
of
those minions,
Vitality
Biggie
play.
trying to just slow things down.
Alien just keeping mine here, while the rest of the team
Excuse me, and he does get the
looks to
meteor
end the
throw. He's
game.
got him knocked up. Shakes takes
Nice.
the bottom T3.
GG.
Looks like that's gonna be the game.
That will
It's a
be
matter of time before
game
they
over
focus
to
on
the
base.
side of
And it looks like
Vitality to lead the series 0-1. Wow, that was a very long game, unexpected.
Vitality take one step forward, one upping their competition so far, and this is going to be a very good start to the day, especially for a team that needed this boost of confidence at this point. So Vitality, what a good start for them. Boom, I think they're not really lacking as well. It's really important that we understand that Boom did not do a very bad job. It's just they just could not catch up, right? And the way that
Yeah, so a
Vitality
crazy fun fact
itemized
about
the
these
red
two is that they
very
used to
clear
be
understanding about the win
MPL
cons of the
SG
draft on the
casters
side of Boom Esports.
who
You
migrated
like the
over to
heals? No,
HOK
you don't get no heals.
due
We
to
are gonna
the
stop
better
them. We're
scene
gonna, you know,
overall.
stifle
So
your
that's why
healing
HOK
abilities,
is
and we're
better.
gonna be so tanky that you can't out damage us, right? And to be honest, I expect when the graphs show up later and the stats come out later, let's see quite a lot of damage coming out representing Boom Esports, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, not enough time. And it was one of those things where they had the advantage, Team Vitality, and then they kind of understood how to close the game out, right? Good teams are really good at this, of just closing things out. You cannot, you know,
That's a
let
CC
them
combo
get back
for
in the
my
game. Team Vitality, aside from like
for me
one mistake
personally,
or
I
so, and
go
they'll
in
kind of
with
talk
like
about that in the
1-1
replay or during
that I
the
used
break.
to chase them
I don't
down.
think we're going to see too
So
much more of that. But Team
that's for when
Vitality
I don't
playing out
refresh my
strong,
ultimate
closing
lah.
that game out. That's what we really wanted and we expected from Team Vitality.
And please don't use mine in jungle
Yeah,
unless you're
and
really
you
good
were
at
asking
jungle.
at the start of
Honestly.
this game, why is there such a low win rate for Dolia?
Because
This is
mine,
the reason
normally
why,
you cannot go
because
in from
she's
the
not
front. You
very
have to go in from the
tanky, right?
sidelines
And
or
if you
like
take a look
flank
at the
angles
stats
to catch like,
in a
okay, in this
bit,
case it was
right,
the
let's
Lady
talk
Sun
a bit
that needed
about
to
the
catch.
items first.
The rest of the
Look at
team
the
was
amount of
practically
health they
useless.
have. Honest
Yuhan went for
Premonition,
tank build as expected.
Dawnlight, they have the Long Night Guardians,
Yeah.
as well
And
as
then because
Glacial
there are about
Butlers, Cuirass of
3 people
Savagery,
that
and
do
more
magic
importantly,
damage on the
the
side
last
of
member,
Boom,
90,
it made
they have the Blood Rage
Vitality's
as well. That's
itemization
so
life a
much
lot easier.
additional health,
So they went for the
additional
Long
shields
Knight's
coming
Guardian
out from the entirety of
and
Team Vitality. It's not just
Succubus
hey,
Cloak
one member is
from
tanky, it's
Alien
every
and
single
Hirenjie.
person. Now on the flip side, if you take
1-1?
Boom, they
Yes,
tried
1-1.
to,
So you know
even out the odds as well. Dawnlight
the
onto
smash that she
Impressive.
does,
They do have the
that is
Succubus Cloak onto Toshi to
skill 1
try
into
and
skill 1.
mitigate the damage that Highland was chasing
So you want to try to
down with.
catch them
And more
before you
importantly, I
knock
think
down.
Dragon, he wanted to go for damage as
But
well because
for
they were lacking
mine, I
damage.
guess you can
Toshi
ask
was the only
Dame
one that
once
was
he
able to
streams
offer
at 6 PM.
consistent
It'll be better that way.
damage as long
Because
as
I
they
do not
wouldn't
really
touch
play
her.
Clash Lane.
But that was so hard to achieve because when Dragon doesn't survive, the next target that's going to be in their sights is going to be Ajisix as well as Toshi. And Impressive being impressive on the Dolia, Dolia is not a tank. You can't do anything against her. With her at this point against the lineup of Team Vitality. And the last member, the one who would have made a difference with the whatever, could not, because Miggy was constantly chased out. by 90.
So I'm guessing
Right? And if it
the
wasn't 90, it
whatever
was
is
the Benji
one of the
Shanks
skills
combo.
for
And
the
as
side
Midi-
of
as a Mayin,
Mayin.
it's hard to do that, right? Because you are playing against a range hero like Shanks, and Shanks continuing the trend of yesterday, shanking his way through the likes of Boom Esports, leading to the first game of the day being a Vitality win.
Yes, and I mean, if we're talking about Team Vitality, look at that net worth. It's pretty spread throughout, like 12K from CT Boy and Highland, Shanks and 90 both with 13K. But Benji, I mean, he's only 8K. I mean, he's clearly the weakest link of this team. No, I'm just kidding. It's Roam Life, obviously, with the support, doing what he can. But he did a great job of making sure that, you know, you talked about the fact that Boom Esports
Zhangfei didn't even die. Oh my god.
that really,
Yeah.
that guy that
It's
would kind of
crazy, man.
appeal for, you know, the farm lane and all
Okay,
that.
Boom done
And,
better into
I
the
think
play.
Benji did a great job of this.
I
And,
felt
we're
that
talking a
Boom,
little bit about, you know, the team fight
they should
rate,
have
like some of the
continued to
other
fight
stats. I
team
mean,
fights
this
early
is
lah,
nothing
because
to
this
do,
comp is very late game.
kind of what we expect.
And I guess it's outdraft. It is an outdraft from the coach. Because once you pick up Doria, there are only so many
Yep, exactly.
heroes that
means
the
they aren't
enemy
able to
team
farm.
can
And if
expect you
take a
to
look at
draft
the flip side,
to get the
90
combination.
himself only 80%
Yeah,
on
Vitality
the
has
team
two
fight
front
rate,
lines
which
also.
means he was consistently split
Actually,
pushing.
3 if
So
you take
not only were
90
they
because
winning the fight,
it's
they
sort
were
of a
winning the map
semi-tank
as well. And 90
in
did
terms
an
of the lane.
extremely good job because when he
And
appeared in the team fights,
with
his
that,
role
it just
wasn't just to
in a sense they
kill,
were so
his role was
mobile
to
and so
kill
tanky
and
that
to push.
Shangguan
Push them
and
away,
Diren
separate
could
the team
just
fights.
go
So what if
ham.
we have a Dolia? So what
Yeah.
if we have the heals from G6? It doesn't matter if they are not in the heals. And if you can see with the graph,
And
they did manage to
graph
come back for a
wise,
little bit, slightly towards the
they were
later
able
part of the game, maybe
to
around
come
the
back a
16,
bit
17
for the
minute mark.
goal
But
after
by
6
then,
minutes, but then
Vitality
they just
hit their
blundered
strides.
and
when they're
lost.
at the strongest, I mean,
In terms
it's
of
called
objective
Team
wise, they only took
Vitality.
one
They
tyrant.
have a lot of health. What do you do against
In a
them?
sense,
It
for
looks like
this
Boom can't find the answer
match,
just
they
yet.
didn't
But
really
more
focus
importantly,
on
I'm curious
neutral objectives,
who the MVP
and they
is
just took
today.
to one Shangguan on the side of Vitality's Highland.
making plays throughout.
So as
I
we all
think this is
saw
the
in the
first,
first game,
uh,
Highland
win,
actually made a lot of sick
with
rotations
Shangguan,
and moves once he
going
got
into
the
this,
first blood
this
at
Invitational.
bottom.
So
He
it's
just
good
went
to
around
see,
the
and
map
he played
rotating
it
and
on the
helping his team
MVP
to
level.
get the lead.
Was on point, making things very difficult. Yeah, he tried to get it, he was kind of
136.5 damage
finishing
dealt.
stroke his way out to safety.
71.3k damage taken.
almost to the
That's
limit,
like
so to speak.
half of his damage dealt.
I mean,
What
with the
the?
paintbrush itself, he literally painted the path for Vitality
forced to
to
fight.
take
Sorry,
one
RF.
step forward. So let's
Yeah,
take a look at the replay
so
itself.
this is the
One of the
instant
main
replay
things
of
you
one
will
of the
see
fights.
is that G6 is consistently
G6
being
got
changed,
caught.
right?
Yuhan
And
is a very late game
isolated from the
jungler.
rest of the team. And when that happens,
No
when
worries,
there are
don't
no heals coming
apologize.
down, so what
Colleague.
if you
So
have
as you're here,
magic
I'm happy.
damage? Because you wouldn't survive the burst potential. So Highland was
Look
always
at
in
Highland's
charge of that
Shangguan.
single
He's just
target
flying all around.
isolation kill. And he did his job the best.
Then
He
he
made
backs
sure that
off,
he was
he backs-
always
he backs off
consistently
first and then he
doing
goes back
singular target
to
damage.
pin.
And all they had to do was to win the rest of
And
the
then
fight.
the rest of
because
the
at
team
this
just
point,
handed
Vitality,
them.
they had
Because
more health.
once
they
the
had
Shangguan
more
comes in,
damage,
everyone's eye
and
will
with
be locked
Shanks
on the
on back lines
Shangguan
having
rather
the
than the
freedom to just
DRNC or
go
the rest of the
and
team.
throw those tokens onto the side of Team Boom Esports. There was nothing much that
Kaiser
they could do
ulti,
to really
Stamford
just
follows
turn
up,
around the
DRNC
fate.
goes in.
Yeah, normally in
They
Honor
waste the
Kings, you
ultimate
kind of see
of
these team fights
I
happen
know.
where the squishy ones get
Boom has
focused
4 squishies.
early,
yes,
that kind
yes.
of ends the game, and you're
You
talking
can
about
say
how
they
G6
have
just
4
get
squishies
constantly
lah.
harassed here.
Though
and
Yuhan
just,
went
blown
for more
up.
tanky a bit.
But if we're looking at the Boom Esports lineup, almost everyone very
They don't have a
squishy. They got
solid
glass
tank
cannon,
or
yeah, you got
frontliner.
damage, yeah, you have the potential for
Shangguan's
outplay
supposed to do the job.
mobility,
Yes, correct.
but when you get focused, you're just gonna have a tough time. And I think Team Vitality really took advantage of Boom Esports, weaknesses in
Tank
their
ulti,
draft
and
here,
then
and they
he
just
just
kind of closed the game out. Yeah, it took about 18 or so minutes to do so.
The first game of the day, not just done yet.
Wow, but that was a
And
very
there's
long
another
game.
thing that we're not
My God.
done yet. That's going to be the new hero coming out. Yao is going to be coming out, the shining star, the brother of our dear jungler assassin, Jing. And this is going to be available tomorrow. Now, welcome to
Yes,
July.
Yao.
We have the
Okay, so for
surprises
those that
as
do not
well.
know,
And Holler, we're
I've
talking
actually
about
published
surprises,
a
but I think
guide,
Boom
a basic
Esports
guide to Yao in
legitimately
the
was
our
surprised by
Telegram group chat of
performance plus.
DreamVox
Question is,
Productions.
can Boom
His basic
Esports
combos that I feel
recover
will be
mentally
more
and,
useful
physically
compared to the
with things as
CM's
well?
China version
Maybe
and
they
the
can
rough builds and
outplay
Arcana that
Vitality
I
in high these series.
have experience with him.
Yeah, and I expect them to
So
bounce
for
back.
those that
I
haven't,
think
y'all
that
can go
this
over
is
there and
more
look at
of,
my build.
Hey, we lost the first game. I think that we did, we had some problems with our
But
draft.
do
We'll
note that the
back a little bit
stats
stronger in game
of
2. This is the
global
Boomy Sports
Yao
way.
is a lot lesser than
We've seen them time and time again be able
China's
to
Yao
make some
because I
plays,
guess
right?
they don't
So,
want him to be too
I expect
overpowered
bigger things in
or
the game 2.
to be
So,
too much of a
this series is
hot
pretty much
pick
Guaranteed,
when
I
it
would think,
releases
going into
tomorrow
game 3,
at
Kin. Your thoughts?
July 2nd.
Well, I think you can kind of count out a lot of things. But when you meet Filipinas, no way. You keep your eyes on the Filipinas because they will always bite back. So I'm having huge expectations for Boom Esports at this point. Now it really is, can they live up to that expectation? I fully believe, I agree with you. I think this is going to be a 3-game series, but it really depends on whether Boom Esports can recover.
3-game series. I don't want a 3-game series. I want a
let's
2-0.
be
I want
honest,
an
when you
M-book.
have a one-game push
I saw this
in
is so.
a BO3
I saw that.
series,
Ah yes. Okay.
that comes off
Yao
a
in
lot of
Clash
pressure
Lane.
on you, right?
I feel
Vitality's mindset is gonna be,
don't use
hey,
him in
all the
Clash Lane.
pressure
Yeah,
is
because
on you
sometimes
right
the
now,
games
right? We just
recommend
draft the
like
same. We
weird
know
things
the
like
win conditions. We know how the
they
itemize
recommend
against
Yi
you,
Hua
your win
as a
cons,
support last
and let's
time.
see, can
If I'm not
Boom
wrong,
Esports
it doesn't
reply?
work. It really doesn't work.
Yeah.
So for Yao,
I mean,
he
they have
can be
another
a
game
Clash
after this
laner
one. They have another
because
game
of his
tomorrow. So Boom Esports,
mobility. Yeah, you can
and
try.
Team Vitality, considering
I
they're
guess
Group
Nivane
A.
might cover it
So
later
it's one of
or
those
tomorrow
moments
once he
where
comes
you
out.
don't want to be on the bottom looking up, where you have to rely on those teams to
Because
potentially get knocked
I
out
do
by
use
one of the
Yao
other
in Clash
teams.
Lane
So you want to
sometimes,
kind of choose your own
but obviously I'll
fate
prefer
and
the
kind of
jungle.
control your
You
own
know,
fate,
yeah,
your
have
own
fun.
destiny,
That's the
right?
most important
And this
part
is
of the
the
game.
time where,
But
I think
if
you need to just
you
make
go
sure that
for
that
Yao
draft that you
in the
really,
Clash
really
Lane, the
want, your
build
backs are on the wall.
might be
You
slightly
got to look at
different
it almost like an elimination
compared to
game.
the one that I have.
So I think going into this one,
I guess Nivane will
we should
cover
see
it,
a
so
much
that's
better,
his job. He's a Clash
Boom
Lane,
Esports
not me.
team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at this point, it really is a leap
Let's
of
go,
faith.
let's go.
Hopefully, they get to rewind their fates and make it even against the side.
好，你好，你不是在上课吗
Monsters so far have been
Aren't you at
spectacular
class?
in the execution,
WX?
and I really like
Is
the
it
thought
hybrid
process. You can
again?
tell, right? The moment the draft was
I guess
completed,
instead
when
of
the game started, they
for the last
understood
item, instead
exactly
of
how to itemize against the likes
the
of Boom
rapacious
Esports. Now, the
rapacious
question
bite,
is,
which is
you know,
the yellow,
strategy
the
wins
jungle
half
knife,
of the war.
you can go
So at
for
this
pure
point, the
sky.
draft is going to be
So you get your
extremely
damage
important for
reduction and
both
like
teams. I'm wondering
extra
how,
health and
you know, the
still
Boom
get
Esports
damage.
coach
And
will
class
be
ah, that's good, that's good.
about
Welcome,
this
welcome.
next
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Just, I mean, play to your team's strengths.
So
Know
that's
what
my
those are. Get something a
recommendation
little bit
for
more
those
balanced.
that are
Yes,
learning Yao.
you know, you can kind
The
of
jungle,
finesse
I can help you.
things
But in
and
the
you can
Clash
kind of just
Lane,
power
that's
through them,
Nidane's
but
job.
I think that this is a
So
moment
Vitality
where
will look to
they
pick
need
up
to
the
come out with a
ban
little
out
bit
the
more of a
Athena and
balanced
Da
draft to
Qiao,
kind of give
which
themselves a chance.
Athena
I
is
felt like
the
target
I think
prioritization
a
was
very disgusting strat that Boom
not
was able to
something
pull
that
off
they were
somehow.
able to do because they were
And
constantly
then
being,
Boom looks
you
to
know,
ban out the Mai
the
Shiranu and
initiations from Team Vitality would have pushed them back. They were controlling
Ali.
who would fight
So
who.
Vitality
So
says, hey,
Boom
I'll
Esports
teach you how
need
to
to do
play
a much better
Doria this
job
round.
of getting
I
the
pick
jump.
up
They
the
want
first
to be
pick
the
of Doria.
initiators, not the ones that are taking
Yeah,
the
they're
initiation,
scared.
so to speak.
Actually, they're not scared. They're just
Yeah, so with that
They
being
just
said,
want to.
let's take a look
They
at
just
the
want to
bans
teach them a
right now.
lesson.
Athena still
A
respecting
lane
the
back,
Athena.
a lane pick
gonna be
of
banned out
Shangguan
in the
on the
second
side of
game
Boom.
of
Huh?
the day as
They're
well,
countering
as
with
well
the
as
with
Da
the
Qiao.
opponent's
So
draft.
these disruptive heroes will be taken
Yeah,
out of the
tactical
hero
pitch
pool
strat. It's like your
for
Digi
Boom and
pitch
Vitality
strat
to pick
in
from.
ML.
Likewise, on the side of Boom,
Okay,
it is
that's
going to
good.
be the Mai Shiranui as
Oh,
well as the R
interesting.
Lee. Now, to answer
They're
your
using
question
the
about that,
opponent's
I
draft
think
against.
impressive.
Oh,
I
what
think
the
the
hell?
coach should really give impressive
What's the
a
Digi?
more
ML
active
support.
support.
His
Someone that is
kit
able
is not
to
like
join
Athena.
in the aggression. Someone
And
that's
a
able
Kaiser
to deal
pick on the
damage
side
as well.
of
That
Vitality
could
with
be
Lady
the
Chen,
marker
very good
that
combination
changes the
of
way Boom
ultimates.
Esports
Lady Chen
makes a
can
difference in
just
the game.
freeze herself to avoid the
Yeah,
lane
it'll
and
definitely help them
Shangguan
out. And
while
I mean, they're
freezing
going to kind
them
of start
even
things off. Team
once they
Vitality picking
land.
up the Dahlia, the Kaiser, which
It's
they seem
okay.
very comfortable with, and the Lady
Just making
Joan, who's, of
references.
course, the
Sorry.
second most pick. Mayin had just
Lady Chen and
surpassed
Kaiser.
her by just
Oh,
one pick of
Kaiser.
the
Oh,
last
I'll
game.
love this Doria if I
But
was
she
a
has
Kaiser.
quite
Oh my
a
god.
high, win rate, 73%. She's been picked 11
The
times.
pick
This is a
of
hero that you
Mo
definitely need to
Zi.
worry about in terms
Hey,
of control, the
WX,
terrain
you
that she
came in at the
provides,
right time.
and just the
Mo
ultimates,
Zi.
the destructive deluge. There's a lot
Mo
of
Zi Rome?
impact that she has in the game.
Rome.
And so it looks like they're going to counter this Boom Esports with the
What
Moses pick here. But they're going to pick up the
fuck?
Shangguan and Elaine, which are very similar
The
to what we
frick,
saw
they
from
went
Team
for
Vitality in the last
Mo
game.
Zi. That's unexpected.
Well, my prayers have been answered for Team Boom Esports here because Moors are going into the wrong.
Are they going to
support
freeze the
position
opponent before
is
they get free?
vital
Okay,
because
boom,
at this
fuck you
point,
lah. Vitality will win. They got 2
We
CN,
know
bro.
he can be an
I am banned from
absolute
Boom because of the
destruction, a very
anti-CC that and
disruptive player, right, for the
disruptive
opponent
hyper
team.
mobility
And
that
when you
she
give him
provides, and
heroes
the
such as
tier tier
Wolf
ban
with
from
the Cannon
Vitality.
Blast,
Oh. Or
he
tier tier because
literally
they
will
do not
blow
want
them
anyone
out
to
of the water consistently.
slow the Kaiser or the
to
Lady
make
Zhen.
things even more difficult for the side of Team Vitality.
I think
like the
Vitality
fact
wins.
that they picked the Shangguang once again. Now, in the laning
Fuck
phase,
WX, man.
Shangguang
Oh,
against
more to
Lady
pick.
Zhen, it really comes down to
More
a
to
skill
poke.
matchup, right? Can he avoid
Okay, for those that do not know,
the
WX
side
actually
control
has
of the Lady Zhen?
the
And if he
title
can,
for
he
more.
can actually
I'm not
turn it around.
correct
and
me if I'm
use
wrong
his full
if it's
combination to
Malaysia
go into the
or
finishing
Asia.
stroke. Lady Zhen does
WX
not
correct?
do well
And then
against
HOE ban
Shangguang's
from
finishing
Boom.
stroke.
Because
Yes,
we
there
all
is a
know
potential
the
for outplay with the
Blazing
Ocean
Sun
Archaea
ulti
passive,
from
but it's pretty hard to do when you are
Blazing Sun
constantly
Rage
being
ulti from
pressured.
HOK
Now there's a lot of iframes that are coming
combo
out as
with
well. So
Gloria is
Shangguan
quite
with the
annoying.
finishing
The
stroke,
longer he
with
fly,
Elaine with the death at
the bird
sunset as
flies,
well.
the longer
So I
it's
like the
time.
way that Boom
And then
Esports are
Lady soon
thinking.
ban from
There's a lot
Vitality.
of
Maybe looking to pick
reversal
up
in the team fight situations.
Marco?
The question is,
Marco?
what else does Vitality have in the boat? Because they've taken out the two main farm
No,
lanes
WX,
that
what's your
Team
title?
Boom Esports
What's
face
the
is
medal that you got
Invincible
this week?
along with the Lady Student.
Yeah, and it's keeping it away. I mean, Boom Esports here, you have potential. You're still kind of flexible in a sense. The Mozambique ears,
Marco
you have a lot of potential.
What the
Cannon Blast can kind
hell?
of control things.
So much burst and
but
aggressive.
it's one of those things where you're also kind of
But once they go
staying
in, they
in
cannot come
range,
out. It's very
still
hard for
very
them for this
squishy,
team
and I
composition
think
to come
that's
out.
the MO of Boom Esports.
So
But
Vitality
Team
can just
Vitality,
look to
is
bait
there
them to
some
come
way to
in, then
circumvent
they
this to get
re-engage.
upon them? So it makes it very difficult for Boom Esports to again play defensively. And it looks like Boom Esports are gonna kind of round out their draft a little bit by picking out the Marco Polo, the Fever Barrage, doing a lot of work, the Roaming Gun, the Resplendent Revolver, all these things. Very good skills for the Marco Polo. I think that the potential for outplay is quite high with Boom Esports. But your thoughts, Kin, on this pick?
Well, you know, we were talking about this game being a marathon,
Dama.
not a sprint. But if we take a look at the Heroes Gorge now, we're going to see a lot of sprinting coming out from Boom Esports because the entirety of the
Dama
team is
and Fang.
extremely
Oh.
mobile. And I've just seen one hero that I fell in
Lady
love
Zai
with the
decade.
moment
Okay.
I started
Oh,
Honor
for Fang
Kings,
pick.
and that
Oh
is
my
going to be
god.
the Fang.
Oh, all of them can
Goodness, a
synergize
Fang
well with
is
Doria's
a
ulti.
monster to deal with. Iframes for her second skill, as well as the rotating wheel.
Fang is a him. I'll correct Kin in private chat after this.
Fang. My goodness, a Fang is
I have Kin's
a
contact, so I'll tell
monster
him
to deal
afterwards.
with.
Fang is
Iframes
a
for her
guy.
second skill, as well as the rotating wheel. That is going to be the wheel of death going up against Boom Esports. I think Team Vitality, they need a little bit more crowd control. And
They are lacking their
different mantras
jungler.
will be the difference maker
Come on,
here
come on.
if he's able to get the truth mantra
Kaiser
onto
Nako works here, but
able to
there's
get it
no
onto
front line
down
after
to
that.
a lane, or even
Oh, I
more
know.
to in this
Oh, I know.
Dragon,
Oh, why are they
it
going
will
3 mage again
spoil
yet?
the
They
fight for
they
Team
fucked up.
Boom
They fucked up.
Esports.
Okay, I thought when you were talking about Fang and how she was
Oh,
like
they
your first
messed up
love
again.
and
Why?
Kings, I thought it was
Why
because
3 mage?
you had a propensity to like short girls. But all jokes aside, I think that there's a lot of potential from the Fang. There's a lot of potential that could happen. I like the draft going into this one, but all right, we know the draft, we know what's gonna happen, or we know what.
Nah, the draft is bad.
Players.
Who jungle?
Who do you give?
I know.
To just draft alone. Don't look at the players.
Draft alone is
I think just
Vitality ah.
on draft, I think Team Vitality
Yeah.
once again has the upper hand because it takes a little bit of time for Marco Polo to come online.
Yeah, they're new,
he
but
needs at least 2 items
3
before he
mages.
can get the fights. At this
A bit
point, he does
wonky.
play
I
along
feel like a
with
Zhang
the,
Fei here is better or something.
dagger as well, right? So until those
Interesting
items
though.
come up, it's gonna be very difficult. But
Let's see how they
for
execute,
Fang,
I guess.
it's slightly different. Right off the get-go,
Maybe
at
they are
level
looking
1,
for a lot of
the
like
target is
lockdown and
it's
CC on the
going to be
opponent's side.
massive amounts of damage on
Because
Fang
both teams
as
are
long
very team fight
as he
heavy
can
competition.
sidestep consistently
Oh, but I'd like
against
to see how this
So,
Fang works.
I mean, right away,
Because
it's
I haven't
gonna
seen
be
a Fang pick
very
this
problem. And
competition.
the fact that
I'm pretty sure this is the first game.
taking it into the jungle this time
Oh,
is a huge problem.
Hi,
because then
he
Fang
know
is gonna
jungle
be over
works
level. He's gonna have a
for
higher level than the
CN, not
entirety of the
Global.
team.
Global is a bit
Especially on the farm
wonky.
and the mid lane.
I think the stats are not as good. Cao Cao is banned for some reason, decade. That's why it's not allowed in this competition, I think. In Cao Cao is still region locked somewhere. And then Nako all should be open because there's no Japan in this competition.
The Group A standings thus far. So Team Vitality, if they win this one,
Cao
they
Cao
will
ah.
be in
Cao
a very good position to
Hmm,
make
Cao Cao will have
the
worked here also.
knockout stage with the top 8 going to the EWC. So something that they
I think we have
want
seen a
to
Cao
put
Cao
little bit
pick
more pressure
the
more on
first
Boom
the first
Esports
day.
side to kind of how do they answer?
Hello to those that just tuned in. Thanks for
Now,
coming.
if we're gonna talk about Boom Esports, which player really needs to show up?
Hope
this
your
game?
Mondays are not blue.
I think at this point,
It's a work.
impressive
It's a
needs to
working
show
day
up
or
because
studying day for
impressive
most.
is
So
that
yeah, I'm just here to
confident
entertain
for
you
them,
guys.
right? If you do not catch out the mortar, he's consistently going to disrupt your team fight. He's going to get you stunned. He's going to lock you in place with the thing inside the box. If he manages to catch the
Got
farm
Cao Cao, yeah, got Cao
along
Cao. First
with
day, I
the
think.
other
First
farm
day,
lane
everything.
as well,
Oh yeah,
it will be
I
a
know.
tremendous difficulty for the side of
Because I don't really have the patch notes. That's why I keep Cao Cao using Clash. Yeah, Cao Cao can be used in Clash lane or jungle.
sending Impressive to make the long trek up there. Now, Team Vitality are looking.
In fact, we do have for those that are curious, we do have a Cao Cao Grandmaster 25 star or 50 star plus player in our HOK Asia Discord. But he's quite inactive there, like he doesn't really talk.
So the strategies
just plays.
Made. It looks like the call is going to be there.
No,
is that the smart play?
Yeah, I'm expecting the early game aggressiveness from.
For sure, because at this point, right, it's really difficult to play against Shanks in the farm lane. I don't think Impressive will be able to help to get the kill on Toshi. Like I mentioned, his damage output isn't high enough to secure the kill unless Shanks makes a very huge mistake. So why not make it more efficient in a sense where we can stifle the growth of the clash lane and then jump down and help out the Marco to even out the odds as well. Now, talking about Marco Polo, there's a couple of things you need to pay attention to. Marco Polo's combination is usually his first skill ultimate into second skill, and this is going to be the Resplendent Revolver going into the Fevered Barrage, finally ending things off with the roaming gun to get out of the situation safely as well. Now, a couple of things, sometimes with regards to the spells, you could take up the stun to complement your ultimates as well, but right off the bat, CT
Wait, why did Toshi go for Purifier?
Yeah,
I think that
some of the basic skills that they have.
If I see a Marco with Purify, he's just telling me he's inconfident and not trustworthy in his team. That's my thought process. Oh, Frenzy.
It could be a game
yeah, let's go. Frenzy. Frenzy is a good spell guy.
Note up from Dragon when he kind of launches that out into a hopefully a 5-man team stun, team fight. So I think the potential is there, but now let's talk a little bit more.
That's why the mods they all are there. They have the innate hit to CC immune.
Focusing more in the bottom lane,
so they can act as the bait. Then Toshi goes in with the stun.
But is this anything kind of stick?
I'm not sure.
Is Team Vitality doing the right strategy?
Did he? It sounds familiar. What did he?
I think
I'm not sure. Can somebody check in the video?
Okay, I play a lot of Fang myself, and one of the things that you'll notice about a Fang
sounds like a
is
ML player though.
If you give him about 15 seconds or 20 seconds of free hits in every fight, the minimal he's gonna get is
okay.
His cooldown of target side is pretty short. Right?
It's a boring early game. Come on, fight guys. Come on. It's boring. Fight. You have advantages.
Stop in the ability to hit the opponent from the side of Shanks, it's almost a guaranteed kill, right? And it doesn't help that Boom Esports have
because I would assume this type of composition, your Marco will just wait for the opponents to waste their crowd control skills before going in.
Rewind, it is an instant loss because there is no way for them to come back from that. At the same time, Boom Esports, they're really squishy. So yes, they have picked a lot of heroes that have a lot of iframes, but they need to do more than that. They need to have the counterplay potential, but that can only come in the form of Morse, maybe, or even Marco Polo if they can get the stuns in.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a nice, Fever Barrage going in with the Cannon Blast that kind of like lines them up, gives your Marco Polo a chance to do as much damage as possible. I mean, it's one of those things where Doshi, he goes in and he gets stunned. It's going to be an awkward time, right? Everything
but if the comp of Boom don't engage, both sides have to play a push and pull game.
Kind of Hano's point of, logistics of making sure that.
But I feel that Vitality is more able to like disengage and re-engage. Their composition allows more for the kill.
Blown up and you're going to have a rough time, so you need that nice balance. And playing that hero to the limit is very difficult because the timing is not super hit at times.
Hello, new viewers.
They have been trying to filter
and
to Shanks.
They're contesting Tyrant. So RG6 Hino will look to take down the first Tyrant.
But I think a Boom.
Because CT Boy was quite far away from the Tyrant, so there was no point delay. Yeah, Hino thing.
Yeah, they got the Tyrant.
Oh, they got a kill on
but Dragon down, giving up first blood, not something great for them.
First black for Tyrant, that's very worth actually.
Again, they take one kill, they try to take as much space as possible, and trying to force the issue in terms of invading the enemy.
Go invade and take overlord. Come on, guys.
Way to the top lane. Do they take out the Crimson Golem? They're making their way there, and it looks like Agisic is going to probably have to back off, and CT Boy will take that.
Yep,
but I felt that it was a waste for him to use the smite there because that means he cannot take overlord.
consistent fights, I feel, right? Play around the
which is
cooldown
what they
of
need at the
Shanks'
moment
skills
because
and
of
island skills as
their
well.
ability to wave clear.
And right as I say that, they do put the pressure on them as well. Okay, so the reason for this is because Shanks, yes, his cooldown is pretty short, but in any case, in the moments that his skills are on cooldown, that's actually the perfect time to go for the kill from the side of Boom Esports, right? Because that is the moment where her wheel away is not active, there is no iframes possible. It is the best time to get the damage in. And if you can kill Shanks, he's not a very tanky character as well, right? If you can burst down Shanks, they have a massive drop in damage output.
All the people can click shop.
I mean, it's throughout.
Oh,
right? You kill Doshi on the
so that they
Marco
can
Polo,
do
and
fast
you're
item
they
swaps
pretty much
or
are
what?
way more limited. Obviously, Boom Esports have.
And then once you
more
double click on the
other
item, it actually
heroes
helps
than,
you
say,
prioritize it.
Vitality, which are a
So
little
for
more,
pro players,
more
sometimes
support-oriented,
they
I
might
would
have to
say.
adapt to the
And they have a little bit more
gameplay
control,
scenario.
right? But Team
They also
Vitality
can.
understand that, hey, if
So
Shanks is kind of
WX said
tactical
to
from the
maintain
backline,
their
they're
like
gonna have a great logistics. He's getting knocked up. He's gonna fate reward
their
out of
hand
there, and he says,
comfortability.
Yep, and this is without
Like,
the target.
so
we
they do
haven't
not
seen the burst
feel
potential
rust
yet,
or
but
like
so far,
a lag in their control tempo.
He is
Yeah,
pulling the
correct.
strings from afar, right? So all of these cannon blasts, some of them might not have
Yeah,
been too
correct.
accurate, but it's one of the difficulties of playing water, right? You have to be very accurate with your cannon blast as well. But later, as the game progresses,
Oh, this mods is not very accurate. WX, what do you have to say about this mods? I think you play a better mods than this mods.
Stop you with a CC, he's gonna be pain as well.
That's why they call him Malaysia's top 10 mods.
Blade Storm just zoning him away. Doshi will he'll just roaming gun out of that one. And it looks like they're just going to continue to farm as much as possible. CT Boy has now joined the fray.
CT Boy looking to invade and take the camps. They're looking to fight over this blue buff. It's quite obvious. And then Dama will just look to split push and clear the wave. If Alien doesn't come and contest, the top turret is gone. Top mods. Tiancho WX, the guy commenting above me. For Malaysia, if I'm not wrong.
Benji's just gonna shrug that one off. Logistics will just kind of deal with CT Boy. They're kind of
Can I ask him or he can correct me if I'm wrong, if it's Malaysia or Asia.
Of any deaths. Logistics will just kind of back off. Let's just see that tower so nearby. But Boom Esports, they need
okay, so in this case for itemization, I'll be expecting a long night and a succubus cloak from the side of Malaysia. So big, you tell me top 1 only. Oh, I slapped you, honestly. Later then we play. I have to work. Yeah, Asia Tech. Yeah, then you tell me. Wow, humble. What the fuck? Fucking humble at this guy.
I think pretty safe to say that G6 at this point.
Oh, no, I keep quiet.
I haven't seen his build yet.
No worries. It's an open discussion and like chat, so y'all can talk about anything that is not racist or political and controversial.
True, but you don't have that fate rewind.
I don't want to get YouTube TOS.
And they did a little bit of structural damage. They haven't taken out that T1 mid, which is, of course, in my opinion, the most important tower of all of them.
But
yes,
again, give your Marco all the fun. You are very behind. Come on, guys.
They're finding it difficult to just find any sort of farm. I think that level-wise, logistics.
2K goal lead at 9 minutes is not much. It is a very long and like small game. This one to be can't see it. I cannot see also. I need to wait for it to come out. Or the end game step post game.
At this point, because neutral objectives are up. Oh, hang on.
Oh, they're chasing. They're going for the finishing stroke onto CT Boy, who will take most of this one. Benji getting a little bit low. Doesn't need to be careful. But CT Boy with the Invincible Warrior, he's going to take most of this one.
I know.
Going in for this one.
Will he get shut down first? Oh, fate rewinded. Lucky bastard. I mean, what? I'm biased.
Again, no one died.
Oh, 10 red wound for those that don't understand, for the build or for the Arcana or mods.
Because right now, because of the
this mods need to go tank build leh. He has enough burst and sustain damage from G6 and Shangguan.
They are buying time for the rest of the team, and as time goes on, Boom Esports will have more and more damage.
I mean, speaking of damage,
Blue team has slain an enemy. Kaiser has another ultimate. Double? Oh, free rewind.
looks like he's gonna fate rewind back. Logistics is gonna be fine. Invincible Warrior gonna
Dama.
be knocked off by CT Boy, chasing after them. They
Well,
want
out
Yoshi,
it.
they want Miggy, but it looks like they're gonna back off. Benji getting solo. The Scepter is just barely not able to hit them.
I think they can force a fight.
Yep, so it's a push and pull, right? We're kind of watching a seesaw in action at this point. I'm just curious, super curious about Toshi's builds at this point. How far along has his itemization evolved? Because he will be one of the main win conditions, right? He has not yet done a fevered barrage that I've noticed in any of the team fights, right? There hasn't been that perfect positioning just yet. So I'm curious because Boom Esports, they haven't shown their full powers yet. And like I said, as time goes on, the damage increases. Toshi is going to be more and more like a menace you have to watch out for. You cannot ignore him anymore.
Yeah. And I mean, to the point of Toshi not really showing his Super Saiyan powers as of yet, is that we haven't seen that team fight, that 5-man team fight where he goes in with the fever barrage and just blows everyone up. And I mean,
Toshi bought his core item of retreat charge already. That's good.
So they're slowing things down, but
CT boy should be going for a semi-tank Kaiser build. It will be more optimal here.
He gets knocked up. He gets knocked up yet again. Is he able to
One more Dama. Oh, nice Dama. And then Dragon is caught alone. Dragon will be caught. Double kill for Dama.
He goes down, and Nighty will take the double kill, and that's another window of opportunity for Vitality as they continue to push the mid lane here.
Yep, Vitality giving them another killing blow at this point, and can start to feel the
maybe.
as well.
I'm not sure about their backgrounds.
Taken shortly by Shanks once again. Shanks
Why do you feel that they are mostly ex-Huawei players?
Yes, he has a lot of farm, but nonetheless, now finally I get some validation on the items as well. It is going to be the frigid charge along with Doomsday as well.
Wow, Mozi Wen, Holy Grail, and Sorcerer Shoes. The area of visions or something.
Damage as well, but Shanks already finishing the Blood Reaper along.
And then he's going for full
Crimson
ability.
Reaper as well.
Huh? Why?
He's pretty much the final form already, just lacking that one last.
Even if your Haino goes a bit tank, he still has sustained magic damage to stack on top of Shangguan. Huh?
I mean, it's kind of getting scary, right? The 9.1, like they have two.
Their build not making me brain. Oh my god.
Being in the 9K realm of wealth.
6K goal lead on the side of Vitality.
Things very defensively. They have still yet to record a single kill in this game. It's been very tough, and they've lost the bottom T2 as well. And the noose is starting to tighten. It's getting a little bit scary for Boom Esports.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's a vice grip, right? They aren't allowing Boom Esports to step out from their base at all without taking a huge risk. And as of now, I think the saving grace, the silver lining for them is that...
Yeah, they're playing long games and that makes me tired. They need to end fast. Back into a corner, yeah. But look at it in a sense that Haino is actually clearing top side. He's trying to elevate pressure, but on the side of Vitality, they just say, nah, I can't be bothered. Let me just take my Tyrant.
At the same time to try and clear the wave as well.
Tyrant, not Overlord Vanguard.
Yeah, but you didn't really have much of a choice from Boom Esports, right? There's no real way that they can test it. The Tyrant that is, so you have to take what's given to you.
Vitality.
They're
going to look.
As you mentioned, he doesn't really have the damage to do any structural damage.
Will they pop his fate
now
rewind?
he's just kind of being a nuisance, trying to steal what he can. He gets launched up.
Melee form? Yes, that's the type of Haino that you need if you are playing tank. You need to go into your melee form a lot.
He's not able to go 88 miles an hour, and he's not able to travel back in time.
Yeah, man, that's the benefit of 90, right? I'm talking about the crowd control. That is necessary to be able to get rid of RG6. So I think RG6, a little bit of overconfidence there because he was willing to go in a 1v5 situation. You know, it could have been a forced error as well, but nonetheless, they are going to try on the side of Boom Esports. It is not over till it is over. They will make a last stand in the base.
Stand here. The minions have made their
Lady Chen's ulti is quite annoying.
Mid has been taken out. Shanks is just doing so much damage.
Okay, mid inhibitor turret is gone. They will look to take the top, and then now they will look to wait for the waves to come in before they end, or else they will look for the bottom tier.
Yeah, Yep, Vitality, very clean, very methodical gameplay so far, and right now it's about the cleanup crew, right? Can we clean up the jungle, please, on our 4? Because Team Vitality, they are fully rich in the items, in the experience, and this time they are hitting their final strides as well.
Okay, I have a problem with the rich getting richer. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not part of the 1%. So I kind of an issue with Team Vitality taking over everything, taking literally every single piece of the farm
Really weird for
on
both
this
teams.
map,
Why?
making
For
it
both
very
teams.
difficult
Why?
for Esports to find any
Wait, why
of them.
is...
They're all
Oh, okay, I see the
They're
build.
holding
Oh,
hands. They're singing Kumbaya at this point because
why? Why
what else can they
the
do? They don't really have any
blood
farm
glove
to,
or what?
you know, get themselves back in this game.
Why blood glove for
And
Haino?
just to make
Huh?
things a little bit harder. It's
And what
only
is the most
16 minutes,
to
but so
do?
we're
Oh my
4
god.
minutes away from the Tempest Dragon. I'm
What's
not sure
better
whether
to do
Boom
as
Esports
solo?
can
Hi,
actually
welcome
reach that
Nathan.
marker. Impressive needs to
I'm
play
sorry.
out of his mind.
Yes.
Buy some time
Nathan,
to
for
as well,
solo
and
queue
if
wise, I
Shanks
recommend
gets away,
jungle, then
once this Overlord is taken, it
farm,
looks like the
mid lane, clash, then support.
J6 all the way up in the front. He fate rewinds back. He's tracked
For
against
solo
Edge of a
queue.
Dragon now, getting sliced by CT Boy, who takes him down. The Invincible Warrior living up to his name. He's going for this. He's taken out 1 versus 3. Okay, now he finally decides to back off with that Cannon Blast kind of scaring him away. But Knighty in the top lane, still dealing with Miggy, trying to chase him out. Miggy trying to buy some space, buy some time. But now with the base wide open, it's just a matter of time before the minions start to crash. The Ode is going to push them away as J6 continuing to stand and fight. And he's all the way up in the front. The base is wide open. Nice three-man Cannon Blast, though.
Yes, correct. Jungle is very improved actually. He should buy venomous stuff for the side of more. Yeah, correct. Or and they'll look to end the crystal. Fate rewind. And that will be a 2-0 for the side of Vitality against Boom Esports to net them a clear first slot and entry into the EWC and the knockout stages for this tournament. So WX suggested that mods buy venomous stuff instead of the Holy Grail. Yeah, so that's an itemization error on the side of Esports.
Winning strategies as well as a good understanding of how to make their game unbeatable
And
thus far in the
GG.
past 3 days.
Good
Now with
game.
that being said, I would like to take a look at the
And they
interview.
will go straight into the interview section with Chacha Chuchu. I forgot what's her name, but yes.
So much, and we're back
So
on stage
I'll let her
right
take
now.
over for this
Congratulations
interview
to the
portion.
side of none other than Team Vitality from France, winning over the match between Boom just now. That was a big one, but yeah, don't worry. They always have some comical scene on their side. So we're gonna starting off the interview with Benji. Congratulations. Don't worry. I know you're kind of nervous about this interview. I'll help you through. Now, Benji, you guys can actually win earlier, game number 1. But Boom almost come back. What happened?
We have some problem with communication. Some people wanted to do some objective. Some people wanted to invade. So it was miscommunication. So yeah, just it happened. But anyway, we win at least.
Yeah, I think you definitely win that one. Almost. But who want to do this and who want to do that?
Just I don't know. Just everyone wanted to do something.
Different
you know?
things.
Yeah. So yeah, but we could play way better this game.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I agree. When it comes to the first game, you can actually do it a bit cleaner, but you still win. That's what really matters. Also, when it comes to Tyrant, I noticed that you always let Boom take the first Tyrant. Can we know why? Or anybody else want to answer? No, Highland, not today. Today is going to be a Highland, the English version Highland. There you go. Highland, why do you guys always let Boom take the first Tyrant? Why do you guys always let Boom take the first Tyrant?
Because we seen give them one. Because in the first one we can give them, but the before one they can't get it.
So you guys don't want to take the first Tyrant?
It's because they have early composition, and we wanted to play around the top side. so we let them the first one. Like it was not good to contest it.
It's not favorable for you guys. I understand. Sometimes you let them some, you take more than they do afterwards. I agree. But also speaking of the first, right? Both games, you guys ban out Athena.
Handsome young boy, yes, I think. Looks like.
You guys always ban out Athena.
I'm joking.
Why?
I'm joking.
It's because we saw them play Athena and they are pretty strong with this composition. And I think it's the only composition that they have trained a lot. So we make sure to ban Athena.
You see, boom, you ban Athena, it's no problem. But when it comes to the other two, I need these two guys coming out, which are going to be Shanks and City Boy. Come here. You know why? These two, if you put them at the end of the line, they do their own story. They always like poke or something. I don't care between you two. Okay, City Boy. I know a story. You actually the captain.
Oh.
But you don't want people to know you captain. Why?
City Boy.
你是队长，但是你不要别人知道你是队长，为什么呢？
There's a lot of pressure that comes from letting people know you're the captain.
因为就没有啥因为吧，就这样吧，我就喜欢这样。
我可以讲中文啊。你可以跟我讲啊，为什么你没跟我讲你是队长啊？
就我觉得他的范儿更像队长吧，我觉得。
Okay. So actually, the real captain is City Boy, or AKA Baby. Now you guys know. So City Boy is actually the real captain for the team, but he doesn't want to be named as captain on paper, so he put it on highlight. I asked why. He said you want to dodge interview. Most of the time, that's the case too. And also when it comes to Highland, he feels like Highland got the vibe of the captain. You know, really, Highland, give me the vibe of captain. How does captain look like? Pose.
I would think Benji looks more like a captain, yeah.
Yeah, that's
he
the
has
captain pose,
the
guys.
facials and the charisma to lead
least,
to get fans.
Any
answer
words for
question.
your fans? 对你的粉丝有什么要说吗？
我觉得我们好好打，好好努力，对得起就行。
Okay, they will try their best and they will try to do their excellence for every single game.
Can I say something to the fan?
Please, please.
Okay, guys, I love you.
Thank you so much, Benji, and also the entire crowd
Cute
vitality.
little boy.
We're gonna toss it back to the Gazas.
Nice.
Gazas,
No, I
what
think
do you
today
think?
have. Just the past few days don't have. So
All right,
cute,
thank you,
Benji.
Choo. What an interview. And yes, we can feel the love. We are fans of Team Vitality as well. Holler, I think what a performance by Team Vitality, right? In a short while, we'll be taking a look at the actual breakdown of the stats as well. Now, how do you find Team Vitality so far, since this is your first day on screen?
I have to say, I'm very impressive win, right? It was one of those things where they had a slight lead. They took it into, like, they closed out the game from then on, right? They controlled the map. They understood what they need to do. They played objectively well. They played, understanding the hero's limits, knew what the enemy was trying to do as well. So, again, and I think that was actually the first game that Dahlia had won in this invitational. So more props to them, proving that they can do it with almost any hero that's out there.
Yeah, so breaking the curse, right? Dahlia not having the best win rate so far in the invitationals for season 2. But of course, when put into the right hands, it could be the deal breaker for the opponent team. So that's it for the first game of the day.
If I go there today, if you're free, I thought you never bring your IC
kills, and we'll kind of break it down.
Weren't you just talking about it in
why
the
that worked out for them on the Dahlia
go lah.
game as well.
Go pick up some cosplay 小姐姐. Ask for CPTT. Tell them your mods is Malaysia #1, Asia top 10. I think they will accept. You say sugar 姐姐, then they add you in game. Fuck lah. You're down bad, man.
He only had the half item, which is going to be the Dark Knight breastplate.
WX, you down bad,
was
man.
more than enough because he had the fully.
Oh, you tell them your mods got title, then you show them today's one. Malaysia top, then Asia top 10. Then you ask CPTT.
right? And of course, within the team,
Good
whoever
plan,
has
good plan.
the
Then
most
they
help as
pay.
well.
Then they pay for your
So
mods.
this not only provides
Yeah.
protection for Shanks,
Go lah.
this also
It's not too
allows
inconvenient
for
for
the
you.
slow from the Frozen Breath to affect the rest of the team on the side of Boom Esports because of her ult.
Yeah, just a really impressive play, right? Understanding the right itemization, knew who to kind of protect. I don't think anyone was really vulnerable to dying. Team Vitality, I mean, Highland was the only one who died a single time. So really understanding the limits of what you needed to have done. But let's talk a little bit about Boom Esports. It seemed like Agistix was like, hey, Nuo, just kind of like almost like the Athena strat of just like being out there.
What Athena strat here? Kanina your Haino cannot play
creating a little bit of space. He was taking a bunch of damage, and you saw that. Unfortunately, not with the same
How about damage drop
they had
moves?
in the past. But that is a lot of damage taken by Boom Esports right there. Constantly just being forced into any sort of action that Team Vitality.
Guess I'm playing Haino jungle, guys. So if you're teaming
and this is where disruption matters, right? So actually, Team Vitality, they took Boom Esports memo and turned it.
Oh, bro, you never mentioned. I just noticed what the fuck is the Shangguan in Yalin damage. Even the Mozu has the second one in the game. Embarrassing, yeah.
To get their farm up, they're trying to get the gold in their pockets as well. And in the meantime, there was nobody to support Agistix. She was doing the greatest things.
No hate, but like
damage,
what?
Able to deal a little bit more damage in comparison to the rest of the team, but there was
Your
no
Shangguan do less damage than your
Mozu. No fault of Agistix or for the team. It's just the way Vitality
Burst mage do less damage than the sustain
outskilled
mage.
them everywhere across the map. And if you take a look at the team fight rate, Agistix and Dragon were constantly engaged in the fights. There was no room for growth. And once you see the graph, it's very clear. 2 Shadow Overlords, 2 Shadow Tyrants.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, very smart. I mean, this is what you want to see out of your team, right? If you are a Team Vitality fan, this is what you want.
It's a
you
sad
want
day
that
for them
steady
here,
growth that never really
but not
dips
in the
down.
MLC.
You never lose control of that game when you're winning.
I feel they
really
all these new regions just die. Although it's very long. Yeah, good thing.
We know how to play this one objectively. We know when we hit our power spikes.
It's quite
that's very
undisputed to say that no teams can really match up to Malaysia in terms of HOK global for like such tournaments. But once we add China to the scene, that's it. I'm going for China.
Dealing 74.2k damage.
No, China is the best.
Why he is the MVP because he was both the sword and the shield as well, consistently pushing out.
I think this Kaiser play like my Kaiser.
The lineup of Boom Esports. And in a short while, we're going to show you the highlights of his replay as well. Take a look at what's happening on the Hero Scorch here. First and foremost, the kill onto Dragon, taken by Highland itself. And if you
so I
notice,
expect them.
was always in their
Plus,
faces.
Vitality actually had a lot of experience before this. Their roster has been around for 1 year plus. They started last year for
all of this being the sword and
HOK.
shield at the same time. Look at how Boom Esports reacts. They know that, hey, it's a little bit too dangerous. City Boy is always in my face. We need to stay safe. They're separated. And that one single style of play destroyed Boom Esports from the inside.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the highlights, it's literally just Team Vitality blowing up the enemy team. I mean, they only died once, right? I think in the very, very end or whatever. But this is one of those things where if you look at all of the team fights that they had had a numbers advantage. They were never taking a fight 3-on-3 or whatever. But okay, let's talk a little bit about the groups here. Team Vitality on top with that secondary
Team
win.
Vitality will be the top of the group. I don't think there's anyone else that can contest.
Very, very strong for them. I'm almost saying that they might be a lock-in. Of course, I need to check the math on this one, but they're definitely in the driver's seat going into
it should be a lock-in for Team Vitality.
Vitality
to move on.
We're going to have Vivo versus Food Esports. That's going to be coming up later.
Yeah, Vivo versus Food. It'll be a Vivo match. But Vivo is a lot stronger than Food.
The top 2 teams will
I've
make
seen their
it into
gameplay.
the knockout stage.
Yeah, VKS, of course, in a better position compared to Foot Esports because they have already taken 1 win from the past 3 days already, right? But here we are looking for some help as well.
He's already invested
VKS,
in
they need
ML.
some help to win the next game.
Yeah.
But in
I
the
guess
meantime,
it's their only
before
good
that
game,
happens, we want some help. We
Not
would
complaining
like you to
though,
help
they are
out
actually
us
quite
as
good
the
at
mobile
ML.
esports game of the year as well.
Yes,
All you
yes.
have to do
Vote,
is
vote,
to
vote.
tune in into esportsawards.com.
Hello, new viewers.
log in
Welcome
into
to the
Give
stream.
us your vote.
Thanks
Make
for
us
joining.
number 1. Now I know you
I'm
guys
always
are
around.
very fervous in your support. We have been on the top of the Play Stores very quickly from the moment of the release of the game. Now you help us achieve number number 1 as well with the help of the vote. Not only that, we also have some rewards for you. All you have to do is to follow us for our campaign. For the upcoming campaigns, we will reward you with incredible prizes.
Oh, what? No.
Smartwatches and earpieces as well.
What do you mean?
Tell me,
King of Glory is HOK.
you don't want.
AOB is also considered HOK.
Right? But in the meantime,
in the
if you're
bigger scope
interested
of
to win
things.
any of these goodies, all
For
you
those
have to
that
do
not,
is to follow
it's all
us
actually
on
under the
our
umbrella of
social
HOK.
media. Right? Of course, this is not a
Okay, so
chance for
I don't
everyone.
think there are
It
any
is
new
a
viewers here, but I
chance
still have
to
to do
win
the
prize.
plugin. So hold on. Yada. If your friends haven't, please sub. Hit DreamVox official launch giveaway campaign. We have 2 days, so if you haven't, time is running short. Today, tomorrow, please join. Epic skin of your choice. 1k subs will add on a legendary skin, which is your 1,688 tokens equivalent skin in game. Qualify for the giveaway. Instructions are in the description of the stream. I cut it short and sweet. Everybody here has it easy. Okay, back to the stream.
So many events to get you as many heroes as possible, even free skins.
And we are quite far away.
There's a lot of
we
good stuff
have
that's
about
happening right now in the game.
110 subs, but at least if possible, help us hit 200 by the end of the campaign. It's just 10 more subs. Good luck.
Send me some of the gifts. I'm ready to claim the mine. I'm ready to claim the shot.
Record and play every time. What?
But now,
I don't get it.
More
Yeah, but the upcoming match
if
will be
you
between
thought that the game was very tense
it's
just now, I assure you,
Garrus
this next one
IG
is going to have an even higher level of tension. It's going to be Isurus going up
I feel Kogendra because
this
IG got very mentored the other day
which
against
one of them will join their counterparts in the
what group was that?
EWC.
Secret, was it
this is
Secret?
something that I think Hall and I we have
Secret
spoken
or LGD?
behind
They
camera
got like very
this could
badly
be
mentored
a
by that
monster
game.
matchup. Prepare for the spice.
Nice.
I know, we are in KL right
Reckon.
now, so
No,
Malaysians
they're
love
actually
the
not
spice,
in
and I love the
in
spiciness
Singapore.
of a
They
good
they
battle.
didn't pay the customers to fly over. Bloody hell.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the last game. Winner moves on. Loser.
A little video of the promotion.
So there's going to be a lot of pressure.
I guess because
going
this is
into
a
that
stream,
one.
we
We're gonna be
manually
going
do
into
it.
that one. I think that there's
It's
we'll
easier
talk a
for
little
the
bit more about
promotions.
predictions and to do a deeper dive as we get into that
But
series.
of course, if your
But again,
friends
I think that
play
there's a lot of
HOK
pressure on
and they
this
do
one. There's
not,
gonna be
and
this
they're not
one as
really
well as,
into this
I
type of
believe
thing,
it's the fourth
just
match
get them
where
in.
two
Just get them
teams
in.
are gonna go
You don't even have to do
And
anything.
while it's sad to see,
You don't even have
it's
to
also,
talk in the group chats or what. Just
the best
help
are
us
going to
hit
have
our
to move on, and
quotas.
it's going to be great to see who actually
Especially for the
is
AG
gonna be able
Discord
to
side of
move
things,
on
because that is our
wants
main
this at the end of the day.
form of like
Yeah,
support
it
that
really takes
we
a
need
lot
for
of
like
effort to do so. And
mostly for the
about
side of
is actually the
Kenneth,
RRQ impunity
Kuro,
matchup. It's
Celestia,
something that
and
I
Vayne.
think we have
For my
to
side, I
really,
only cover pro play, so
prepare
there's nothing much that
as well.
benefits
But of
me
course,
from
now
there.
it's all about Group C.
Yeah, my
And of course,
yeah.
for Group C itself,
And then
we're gonna take
in exchange, once you show me your brother joining, I can offer him one-to-one tutoring of jungling, 101. I won't even make it Patreon. A lot of stuff are cooking in the background for those that do not. Why he not really about me? Aiya, just ask him join. You see, he join, he doesn't even have to do anything. Then it makes it easier for you to win the skin also. See? It all makes sense. Okay, so we have a short 10-minute interval or ask me anything, you all can get, talk to each other, go grab a drink, go take a piss, grab food, I don't know. Anything. I popcorn with me. Oh shit.
One small mistake leads to
The next one might most likely be a 2-0 for the side of Kendra.
if we don't do mistakes.
Go. Be right back, guys. Come on, take this as a rest.
我也希望能够把开根抓带上更大的舞台。
Match nanti lawan Isurus, kami sih udah ada persiapan dari draft. Lalu kan kemarin juga Isurus ada bermain melawan tim Secret. Kami juga udah nonton permainannya dan kami rasa kami bisa sih lawan mereka.
Caendra, yo sé que ustedes les tienen miedo a Team Secret, mas a nosotros le tienen que tener más, porque hoy ellos sangraron mucho.
不管是对手是谁，这个做好自己，去赢下每一场比赛。
Öncelikle şöyle herhangi bir çekindiğim veya korktuğum takım bulunmuyor turnuvada.
How dare you ask me how to play mods coming from the Malaysia #1 mods, Asia top 10 mods, huh? How dare you ask me how to play mods? You want to die? How about you start carrying me in my ranking instead of playing Twin Clash? Joking. We can play ranked. After my stream, I'll play. And I'll do a bit quick. I might translate to support actually. See how.
我们很早就
手，我们确实会有比较特别的战术。
Hati-hati saja, hari ini kami tidak menunjukkan apa-apa karena akan memberikan surprise kepada Infinity.
Saya percaya diri bersama tim RRQ.
你们不用太在意输赢，知道吧？你们自然而然就输了。
我们会拿出全部状态。
Do they don't have Malaysian team? Yeah, Malaysian teams are food. Food is Turkey. Turkey has a new pronunciation. It's called Turkey. For those that do not know, more of a casual play. It's fine. Just have fun. At the end of the day, just have fun. Don't be too sweaty. You know, sometimes it's not healthy for your mind and your body. Play too much games also. Have a healthy moderation. I'm just here to promote positive community growth and healthy gaming. Yes, that's my point. And the non-cost stage is very frustrating. Secret and LGD have already completed both of their matches for their groups, so they are already secured in the knockout stages and a spot in EWC, which is the Esports World Cup. If I get enough fundings, I will go there on behalf of you guys as live coverage, or else I'm paying for myself. God damn it. Guys, come on. Saudi from the east is very expensive. So many Menkies, I love that. Yes, actually. So it's Menki and family. It's quite cute. They're quite fluffy. I also like to play Menki. Look at him, he's so cute. What a fur ball. Oh my god. DJ moment aside. His graphics are so much nicer. I think they do have merch for Menki. Menki is quite a popular character because of how fluffy he is. Oh, wait. This Menki... Yeah man, this Menki is... need to be nerfed. He knows Kung Fu. He's not just a fluffy football that flies around. Never mind. I wanted to be sad. Emotional, but it's Monday. It's okay. I wanted to say the sad story of Menki. Those that know knows. I think WX knows the sad lore behind Menki that happened recently in 2024. Belum Menki. That's nice. See lah, never renew my passport. Now I can go. If not, I can go down. But it's okay. Live coverage from home is good too. Mengya. I guess so. Mengya is quite a fun character to play. But I prefer Ao in the Dragon Boy. He's must pick, must ban. But Ao gets countered by RG. Yeah. Lura is just Lura is just shit. So you don't see people picking up Lura as the marksman pick. The guy with the big side again. Guy with the big side. His name is Bite. I'm not sure whether they'll do an English translation or what of his name, but it's called Bitey. The edgy Blood Reaper looking stuff guy, right? Yeah.
You want to be strong? Learn from the pro now. When you're attacking a tower, you might accidentally target an enemy. Or when attempting a tower dive, you end up targeting the tower and minions instead. Professional players execute such impressive moves effortlessly. While you may feel overwhelmed and get killed by the tower, your control settings might be holding you back. Change the recommended basic controls to advanced. This activates extra basic attack buttons for minions and towers. Turn on Show Enemy Avatars to accurately select the enemy's avatar for the kill, and better assess vision exposure. Give it a try and play as smoothly as a pro, easily crushing the enemy faction. Learn from the pro. Learn more from Honor of Kings Global Esports.
What's World Trigger again? WX what's World Trigger? Hey, is there an anime or something? QAQ. Yeah, should be a support. Top. Bitey. He's more of a Clash lane and a jungle actually. But of course, as a casual player, you can do whatever the hell you want in norms. It doesn't matter. Oh, you realize that Infinix is home rank. Bro, what the? Took you long enough. Yeah, guys. See why are we not sponsored? We get sponsors because I don't have enough followers and subs. So what y'all should do is make odd accounts and sub to us. I mean what? One odd account per person is like 300. That will increase our subs to 300. Then we get more clout. Get more attention. 10 pimps. Why they make it look like most of this team actually stand a chance? What the hell? Interesting. Yeah, got the what the hell? Niven 要用 Niven is good. What the fuck? I should create a Smurf just to play supports, like soft supports, and then actually climb. So I can show people they are not shit.
Of course, the second matchup, we're going to see Isurus versus Kagendra. My name is Holler, and with me is my favorite kind of Dofu. It is Kindofu. Kindofu, give me a little your first thoughts of this second matchup. I know it's an elimination game, but what are your thoughts going into this one?
I think nerfs play a very important part at this part of the day, right? Because now this is Fate's decided Judgment Day, right? Winner goes forward. The loser will have to take the ticket home. So I think it's high stakes, high rewards, and it could be a very stressful situation.
Hi Sana, I see you Sana. Stop hiding Sana, I see
you can be a little bit less stressful if you're playing on an Infinix.
We'll call Sana out because he's too quiet.
Yeah,
I'm not used to it.
One of the first smartphones to support Honor of Kings in 120 FPS. It's an amazing phone. It does everything that you want, plus more. I mean, the gaming is unreal. Experience playing like the pros today with the Infinix GT20 Pro. All of them are playing with it today. So you can just see how fast they are. Their reaction times are quite good. So again, please do give them a shout out.
That's right. And not only that, we are also very proud to announce our esports partner, and that's going to be the Esports World Cup. Now, we're going to have our top 8 teams move ahead to the Esports World Cup that's happening at the end of July as well. So, really excited to see their performance today because those are
what do you mean? What makes you think that my Smurf is going to be a guy character or a guy profile picture? And then gender, what makes you think I'll pick a guy? Huh? What makes you think so?
The top 8 move on.
I got to catch this again, people.
A decent
But we shall see how.
money as they get into this one and to have a chance of a big
I got quite lazy to grind on account where I can play on my main. I have games to grind, guys. Come on.
Kind of growing with the
yes.
ecosystems that is.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, one CPTP.
Very valuable to
Ask
them.
for
This is a huge life-changing moment for them with not only the money but also the prestige. Being a champion and being able to move on is going to be great. But again, let's go back to match 2. Isurus versus Kagendra here. Both of these teams need this win. Winner moves on. But your thoughts against, the Argentinian squad or the Indonesian squad, who do you like, kid?
I'm gonna base my answer based off of the interviews earlier that we saw just now. So I think Isurus, they did mention that they have strategies for Kagendra, right?
If I'm not wrong,
These are the
Isurus
people
has
that will execute that strategy
it's not Isurus.
from Isurus
网络骗子
Master as route.
What I do? It's not a scam if I never cheat them out of anything except asking them to carry my ass or soft support as a girl.
Now it's time to back up the words and
it's not like cheating them of a skin or anything. If they want to give me, I'm not complaining.
Once again, they've been put up against the monster squads.
Who doesn't like free skins, right, guys? So you're never mind. Let's join out. I'll just stop
But
it.
this time they're going up against a close rival, and I would like you to have that introduction for them instead, Holler.
Yeah, and this one's going to be Kagendra. They're going to be another squad, a formidable one. Again, they didn't really get to shine against Secrets here, going 0-2. But we've got Hans, we got Wyra, Senko, 0-0, and Mofers, of course. And this is a team that I had high expectations going in. They've done quite well in the Indonesian scene already. But are they ready for the global grand stage that is the Esports World Cup?
Yeah, go ahead and watch KPL.
The
You're more than welcome to do whatever you like.
do need to win out to even have
Hey, wait, there's no KPL today.
Other tournaments. But this is going to be one
wait, I'm
where
trolling. There's no
there's a
KPL
lot
today.
of pressure at stake. I think that they all need to kind of step up. I haven't seen, it's going to be interesting going up against,
Okay, WX, later you wave to the camera once it shows you at the live audience.
Yeah, I think,
so that we know it's you are. You must hold a paper that says DreamVox production.
And as it stands now, I think we are evenly matched.
Recorded matches. Okay, go. Enjoy.
Put the action, right? And to win
no, but WX, if you're not holding a banner that says DreamVox production, I tell you, you're not getting that skin. So there's no buff.
I'm very curious as to this time
you must help publicize us, bro. Not like that.
Forward, because the last time, for Isurus, they
shameless plugging.
The lane, they have a pretty strong Mai Shiranui as well, and we have already seen
None they got banner and you can
this game. And they are one of the teams that have pulled out a Marco Polo. Unfortunately, that result did not go in their favor, and they're one of the few teams that have the willingness to try a different jungle. Luna.
Yeah, and Marco Polo picked 3 times, 0% win rate. So there have been a couple of these heroes that just have not done well on this stage thus far. But again, I think Marco Polo, you have to play almost like a perfect game. It has so much potential to do damage. I think it's still one of the top, top farm laners that you can get, and then that's kind of why
why they never pick the Lufan and the Huang Zhong?
Support Marco
so
Polo
good picks.
to get to that level where again, getting something in the win.
They should pick Huang Zhong, Huang Zhong is actually a very good marksman.
And now if you take a look at Kagendra itself, I think Kagendra
I'm a good Huang Zhong player.
Team that you need to watch out for. But I'm really curious as to see.
But that depends on who my support is lah. Yeah, Hong Zhong.
Even stronger performance.
But my support must be a good support player also lah.
Sure,
some
sure.
kanina one.
Right?
Shit ass.
Let's be honest. This game 1, you need to look at this as stop messing around. We gotta put our best foot forward. I want, if you're going in a heavyweight fight, you want to be the first guy that really lands that first punch. You do not want to take that punch and be like,
I'll
oh,
stay
crap,
here
now I
now.
need to kind of get ourselves back in this
yeah,
best
because they got like I think they got
and so you got to put yourself
twice
in
the
a good
amount of
position,
viewers
right?
compared
so you
to
come
global.
out strong, kind of like what we just saw in the last series, where Team Vitality won that first game and they kind of just took over the game, and that's kind of what you want to do in this one as well. Game 1 needs to be very important.
Oh, they are already banning and picking.
And they are not the only teams on the side of Isurus that have very unorthodox picks into the jungle compared to what we have seen today. Kagendra is also one. They like the pay.
Kagendra bans out Haino and
pull out the pay.
Princess Frost.
Right now there are no bans on pay.
Isurus bans out the Doria and my standard red side bans.
Yes, that'll be interesting.
First pick.
But again, the first pick
Lady Chen first pick. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary.
Pick already in the league.
If ISG has anything they want to cook or wildcard like they said they have, they should look to pick it up now, or at least in game 2.
To kind of pick it first, it's very, it's something that you want as a
Lianpo didn't say, oh my, that's a lot of crowd control. Because Lianpo has CC immunity, and Tiran CSS2 can counter Lady Chen's freeze.
And that's good. That could be quite hard to deal with for Lady Chen.
Yeah, definitely, and it's strong, right? I like the Lianpo here. It provides, some sort of
Luna. I think she did make an appearance, but not in this
to kind of
game.
Keep him safe, right? And I think you definitely need someone
I think
like that.
they do not prioritize it, or it's not within their hero pool. That's why they do not pick that
But
here.
Lianpo can do it as well. So
Elaine and Kaiser picked it up from Kagendra. Why the hell is it written on my side? I don't know.
We saw
I just heard Thunderstorm.
Team Vitality picked both of these. Actually, Boom Esports picked them as well, to less, success, so to speak. But it's a very strong combination. What are your thoughts on that, Kin?
Well, I like the iframes of Elaine, like we said. The Death
Angela
Sunset
pick,
is
oh
something that's
my,
going to be fully
the amount of
utilized
CC
in
immune
this
on the
matchup.
self.
Now, Mengeche going to pick up the Angela, and I think the Angela is a pretty good counter against
It's not
Kaiser as
more
well,
booster
because the
junglers,
ability
but
to melt someone down
pro play, they
very vital
prefer
in the
booster
team fight
junglers
on the
for
side
most
of
majority of the teams.
Now, you're talking about the strength of Kage. What do you think Kage should pull out next?
Wow, Angela. Hey, Yoon, are you here, Yoon?
I mean, again,
So, are you in the
I
chat?
love the Zhangfei. Unless you prove me wrong, because you need somebody
Our
who's kind of up
professional
in
Angela
front,
player.
kind of keeping everybody alive. You want to keep that Lady
Oh, this
Zhang
Thunderstorm is
kind of
annoying.
safe in the back lines, right? So I think that it is something that I would want to do, at least for my team.
I want to see Marco Ming ban.
Interestingly, they're gonna
Marco
ban out
and
the
ban.
Marco Polo, and you know what? That
Charlotte
leaves the
ban
doors
on the
open
side of
for
Kagendra because
right?
Charlotte
And Arlie at
is
this
quite
point
a
could
good
be one of
matchup
the
against
picks that
a
they go
lane.
for. Now, it's not a pick I'm comfortable with because there's easy access for the Lianpo to get his hands on her. So curious to see what Kage is thinking at this point.
Yeah. Actually, that would be an interesting pickup. Just being able to outblast, because
Yeah, it's
Angela
possible
is
for
very
them to
static,
hold
right?
to
She doesn't
pick
want to do a whole lot of
sitting down
moving around.
marksman.
With the blazing brilliance. And if you could set that
Luna
up, and
ban,
you've got the
so
Lianpo
yeah,
kinda
it's
just
it's
be that
high chance
tank,
that they want
being
to
that,
pick something
the one
stationary
in
for the
front
side of
that, like,
Kagendra for
controls
marksman.
everybody, definitely very
Mine,
important.
I
But it looks like they're going to pick up the
picked up
Mayan
for
here. I do like that one.
ISG.
It has a potential chase. It has a just ways to kind of again just.
I
be that
want to
front
see
liner.
Exactly. The
Lupan.
iframes are going to matter a lot at this point, but more importantly, it's about the catch, right? So imagine if you're able to catch out Hans, that's going to be a huge win, especially when you have someone like Mengeche. I doubt they're going to be missing any of those Chaos Cinders leading into the Blazing Brilliance. So hopefully, that's the story of the day for Isurus.
What ladies? Consort you and Zhangfei. Okay, standard drafting from Kagendra.
Earlier, the consort you though.
Yeah,
does have
Lupan
some
will be a
potential
surprise.
Outburst,
In
or
fact,
outplay
Lupan actually works quite well here against Tiranzi and Limpo.
But what are your thoughts?
But I guess they're just scared that
Agree, right?
if you get
Protecting wins with the
touched.
physical immunity might be the difference maker in the team fights as well as the vaulting shot. But the thing is, I don't think it's that easy to jump in on the lineup of Isurus as well. Now they're going to conclude their draft with the pay.
Okay. The pay rounds in and out. All right. We know the
I haven't seen a
drafts.
good pay in
We know
this
what's going to
one yet.
happen, or at least
Like
where
a
the
very
players are going to
excellent
be
pick.
picked. But what are your thoughts? Okay, well,
Scam
we'll have we'll ask that question when it comes up here. As the
Yeah,
coaches
so
kinda
because of the
come into
physical
that
immunity,
handshake,
so I have to check
the
physical
arbitrary one going in. The high
Okay,
fives,
no
pump each other up,
worries.
the motivation.
I'm glad that
required
you
for
guys
this
are chatting.
must
That's most important.
win series.
So that I know I'm
Loser
getting
goes
engaged.
home. This is going to be very important for both of these squads to really show up here. Oh, look at this. Oh, give me a hug.
Aww.
Sportsmanship at its finest.
That's right. And of course, this is kindness and calm before the storm because this is an important match for both of these teams. Now we will see who will be the victor of game number 1. Isurus going up against Kagendra, who's going to make it work.
Yeah, who's going to make this work? But okay, Draft, who do you like? Which of the squads?
I like Isurus draft. There's a lot of burst potential. So if they catch Kage off...
Haram. Don't forget they're in Malaysia, maybe in like France or somewhere. France or somewhere else they can do it. But then like
is that an
Malaysia though?
to play than the Kagendra lineup though?
Kissing guy in Malaysia.
They
are looking to go for early game.
Right?
Map pressure and aggressiveness to just snowball because Pei is a very aggressive early game jungler.
Yeah.
I play Pei.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go into this one. This is of course the second match of the day, game 1. Isurus versus Kagendra, and it looks like Isurus are gonna kind of just force the top lane a little bit, make things a little bit difficult for Hans in that top lane with the Elaine.
Yeah, Mengechi actually one of the fastest wave clears with Angela, one of the most basic heroes, right? So I expect faster rotations coming out from Isurus.
Yeah. And I think that's what you kind of want. You have a lot of potential here, but Isurus again just kind of taking out the enemy jungle. Mengechi taking it out with the Angela. You have so much burst potential. Like the wave clear is just on point, and she's already back in the mid lane. She didn't lose anything.
Yeah, that's right. The speed is the name of the game here for Isurus, and it looks like it's working out so far.
Wow.
Take a look at the lanes. I think the difference maker will probably be in the Clash lane, because that first rotation might spell death for the Ma Yin for Han.
Will be but clashing around early game.
But it looks like Kagendra
will be quite stable and
why
disciplined.
run right here? Continuing to farm. Pushing out the lane as quickly as possible.
Nice, sharing the wave with the jungle.
It's like on the
if only my mid laners knew how to share their wave with me.
Like you can almost stay in the lane indefinitely, right? It's like you have you have so much magic burst potential that it's like, it makes it somewhat easier, I would say. Your thoughts?
Well, it makes the difference when you have the map control, right? Then you can force them in the corner. Makes things easier for Mengechi.
Okay. All right. Wyra continuing to just farm his own jungle. Okay. And, let's talk a little bit about the farm lane here. The D-Renche versus the Consort Q. How about you walk us through some of these, this skill, this tooltip, so to speak. Okay?
Yep, so if you have experienced Consort Yu before, skill 2, which is the protecting wing, is going to be very difficult to deal with because it makes her immune to physical damage. At the same time, with the for her skill 1,
nice.
That will be used
that
to
was so
wear down the opponent with your heal. And of course, finally your ultimate, which is going to be a Bolton shot, will be responsible for you to get those stuns.
How you know her Chinese name? Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it'll make it tough. But 0-0 here, getting a little bit low. I mean,
it's quite brain
kind of forcing the issue in the bottom, putting a lot of pressure on. And
but it's annoying when you cannot catch her and burst her down fast enough.
Already, that seems to be a bit of an issue for him.
Well, all props to Mengechi, right? It's all about that chaos in this, along with the blazing embers as well.
Peaceful, I hate peaceful games. Come on, guys,
again, just the scorching barrages. Look how fast it clears.
It
takes 2 members of Kagendra to kind of deal with this, but. Okay, now let's talk a little bit more about this top lane. Hans versus Mooster. Your thoughts about that top lane, the Mayan against the Elaine?
Well, they have the Netto Gauntlet, so I think the Elaine going for a little bit more.
If your Consort Yu knows how to use her skill set well, I guess it's good.
So once
it's not as bad as a Soldier that cannot
snipe. So who is going to make the first mistake of mispositioning themselves so that the other Clash lane will actually get the advantage and get killed?
Okay, it looks like they're going to go for the top lane. The Meteor kill does knock out Moosters, but he's fighting 1 versus 2. He has Death and Sunset. He's turning this around, and Mengechi has to run away. And Hans is like, okay, you want to come at me? Let's go. And he actually scares both of them.
On that, yeah, bot lane also having an aggression coming up for both sides.
Forcing it out. The Tyrants and the Overlord, both of them being taken at the same time. Hans, it looks like Movers will take the Tyrants, and it looks like Ezreal will take the Overlord, but it looks like Hans had overstepped, and Mooster will take first blood. Not great for Kagendra here.
Yeah, Ezreal actually taking the first blood
I
as
love it.
well secures the victory. A first step
must have
forward
been
for the side
looking
of
really
Isurus, and this is
Oh,
a
dude,
good
that's
start
hit.
to the game for our Argentinian boys here.
Argentina.
Doing
Oh,
well.
that's
That's what you want if we're
Argentina.
gonna go back into the bottom lane.
Oh,
Now, that's where pretty much
IG
most
is
of the
doing
action is.
better
Booster
than I
has taken out
expected.
the top
Holy.
T1, did it very quickly. As
I
a
might get
lot
slapped
of
in the
pressure
face
has
for
been
my
kind of,
my
the
prediction.
rotations from Kagendra have been more in the bottom lane, trying to prioritize
Yeah, Sun Sanxia is a very
farm for
good
0-0 as much as possible.
man.
Well, Holler, we're going to expect a very quick change of pace here from Isurus because now that they have the neutral objectives and a slight gold lead. Actually, no, it's not even slight, it's 2,000 gold ahead. This is where they're going to ramp up the speed and they will try to take more objectives, more kills.
Oh, the burst ram, Magma Slam movers. He'll just take this one up, doesn't really care. He's got the Leaping Savior, so, but Maguche, he pops out of the bushes and he says, surprise! And throws out the Blazing Brilliance and he just kind of back off.
Come on, Zhang Fei, do something. Come on, Zhang Fei. Oh, oh, they're rotating down. Oh no, they backed off.
Standoff in the bottom lane.
Yep, they're actually nullifying 0-0's protecting wins here. They don't even want to allow them to feel safe. Every time Engage shows up, it's constant fear in the eyes of Kage.
Yeah, Death at Sunset going to be expended by Hans. He's going to be pushed away, just trying to force it out. But Wyra taking the Azure Golem, he needs that. So they'll give him a little bit of space. But in the jungle, are they going to be able to take that one away? I'm not sure if Israel or who took that one. No, Wyra does get it in the end.
Yeah, mine is
so far, but mid lane, maybe
God damn it! It's there's thunder here, but there's no like bloody rain or what.
Making
So
his
annoying.
way, he's gonna provide a lot of vision. They've already taken the bottom as well as the top T1.
Jungle,
So
the
ISG,
mighty
playing it very
I
strong,
am not
understanding the
copyrighted.
objectives, knowing how they kind of, take away those towers and the vision that those towers provide, and then also at the same time getting into the enemy jungle to take what you can get.
So far, a lot of pressure being built up by Isurus here. It's going to be more.
I mean, it's expected. A lane is more late game than mine. So, in this case, a lane normally will look to scout out the mine, stop her flanks, and like just land a good 5-man ulti or whatever he can.
Own your own jungle, right? But being down
That's
about
what Pikachu
3k, this is
Pika,
not
Pika?
a great situation for Kagendra.
Where?
It looks like
Oh,
they're going to go
Pikachu
for this.
person,
The
yeah.
Unbridled Outburst pushing
Ooh.
Ezreal back. The Blazing Brilliance on top.
Where is he going?
And it looks like they do end up killing Ezreal. They do have the damage.
Pay, you
Magma
are bad
Slam,
at the game.
Tremor
You're
Smash
killed by a
from
support.
Catbox, pushing him away. Booster runs away.
I'm joking,
Looks
I'm
like,
No
Kagendra
toxic.
have found a bit of an opening.
Okay, with that, they
Down
take the
this
middle
T1
turret,
stage.
which is the most important first turret that you
The
can ever get
Indonesian
because it
heroes
opens
making
the
the work
map
for themselves
very
at this
well.
point. It is going to be cut down to about a 2,000 goal lead at this point. But the danger's not over yet for this side of Isurus because it looks like Kage will be able to establish a little bit more dominance across the map if they can get a couple more kills.
It would help them. Look at this. They're hiding in the bushes. They're waiting for 0-0 to make some sort of mistake. He's actually going to not kill the pheasant because of this. Wasn't sure where they were.
So what happens when
Movers
you
is
do
now
not make mistake? You cannot
made an
punish your opponent.
appearance, just trying to clear
Just like in
away
your
Mooster,
rankings.
who's gonna be
Why
scared
risk
back,
when you can play safe?
to his side of the map. But here's the Blazing Brilliance and Mooster. Oh, surprise! And that was with Fog of War hiding in the bushes. You got to check all the bushes. You can't face check them like that. And Maguche, he's going to flash over the wall. He's going to be fine.
Manguche as well, and Win RJ gets another kill, and this is a perfect start here to the mid-game entry point for Isurus as they make a big deal for themselves in the tier 2 top lane as well.
人接连会从哪里 Yes.
Pick this one. Easily done. Blazing
Plus, they can just look to clear the wave and take the turret.
Once that farm has a potential to outplay the enemy.
Come on, guys. Come on. Make it exciting. More fights. Here. Catch him.
They do
Kill
have
him.
him. He
Kill
dashes
him.
over the wall.
Oh,
The Leaping
man.
Savior over. Goes for Mooster, but he
So boring.
whatever's over the wall, and he's fine.
Yeah,
No, it's
and
depressing when
difficult,
you don't have
So at this
enough team
point, Kage,
fights
they're
that
still
make
looking
it
for the
exciting.
entry
They just
point,
win the game.
opening start to the fight because they need a little bit more time before they can deal that massive damage that we're expecting.
Will
out
they
of
look
the
to reset the
COC.
tyrant?
In the
Or will they
meantime,
look to
Tyrant going to be threatened
smite
by the
deep?
side of Isurus.
Where's the... Oh, the page at the
Sometimes
bottom.
they're disappearing because we're playing with a Fog of War. It's a little difficult, but the Tremor Smash goes in. Wyra's down for the count.
Oh.
But they did get the Tyrants. Israel will take that one, but Maguche finally dies.
Not a
I think
good
that's his
trick.
first
Never
of the
trade your
day.
jungler early, especially.
It
It's
looks like they're
always
just
a
gonna
bad
bounce
trick.
that flowing Sai around. The Ocean of Tears just kind of providing a little bit of space for their retreat.
Yep, and it's not just that, it's the jungle being threatened as well at this point as well, looking for a potential kill here. This is the benefit of the pay, right? Pay able to deal massive amounts of burst damage, but that comes with a cap as well. So Isurus, they are on a timer. I think Kage, as long as they last the game, they should be able to do it. Take a look at the itemization that they have so far. So you already has like Sunny Blade, Crimson Reaper building into the Blood Reaper as well.
Now it's just, I guess now Kage will look to stall for Concert U to get all her items.
The positions alone, they've been doing quite well, ISG that is. But now with the Overlord here, looks like Catbox will scout this one out. The Blazing Brilliance.
WX, can you stop being a degen? Why are you talking about the two cosplayers, huh? Degen.
And Kagendra are like, okay, we don't want the Overlord that bad. We're not going to take this one. We're going to back off here.
Go say hi, go say hi. Don't be shy. Tell them you're from DreamVox Productions. Ask them to suck. Enjoy the MG Discord. I'll pay you 10 cents for that.
But they're gonna back him off.
No. You ask them. Ask them to join.
Gonna turn this around. Israel will start the Overlord.
Yeah, ask them to join. I pay you 10 ringgit for free publicity.
They're gonna make their way to the bottom lane to kind of deal with the Tyrant because they know Kagendra are making or they're eyeing their prize on this. Back. They've already gotten the Overlord.
Primal Bond, they resetted. Oh no, why they reset? Should have just taken the Tyrant.
So low from ISG, and it looks like Kagendra don't want any more of this.
Why is Kenny lurking in my stream? Kenny, were you lurking this whole time?
On the map, they are trailing by behind
GG.
by about
Kenny going KO now.
Not a very healthy goal difference at this point. They need to get that chain lightning buff. They need to get the Tyrant as well. So Kage, I know they're behind, but they need to take some risks.
Oh, okay. He's not going there.
Risks, but it's one of those things where we know that they're going for.
You're so quiet. I didn't even notice you were here. Come on, man, Kenny. What the hell?
Excuse me.
Damn it.
ISG know what's happening. They're like, oh, they're all off the map.
That's why you all need to yap more so that I know you guys are here.
We need to make sure that we need to contest it. Make it a little bit difficult for Kagendra to basically play the game that ISG want them to play.
Oh yeah. Wait, today is Monday.
ISG
oh, so I'm like, you know, I'm like Kenny's background music. These Valorant games.
It looks like they're gonna take the mid T1.
What is this 6k goalie lah?
Continue to push into the mid lane. Wyra going in for this. Does need to
hey, what find Coke King? No. Yo, none of you go and find Coke King either, yo. You all need to find DreamVox Production. What is this Coke King nonsense?
Well,
track him down on his live. Why is bro live streaming? Isn't the quality more shit if he live stream for the venue? Yeah lor, you never sponsor me go.
Was going for it, but they just back off. Like
Ken is the very professional my player. You know the one trick.
I mean, why we're down for another 10 more seconds?
Yeah, he's that my player.
They're not gonna take a fight 4 versus 5, especially outside of the base.
Sometimes he plays Shangguan though.
Yep, and you can feel the pressure, right? Kage, definitely, they don't want to take a risk.
He's also my fellow streamer for those that do not know.
Allowing that as an option.
Bro is Go 3. Bro is a Go 3 my player.
ISG again, just controlling the map. This is a very impressive play.
That's a good.
Well, as we take a look at the rest of the map here, it looks like
Bro is capping when there are like 100 plus highlights of him on the internet already. What the fuck?
So at this point, whenever the tier 3s are still
oh my
up,
god.
you still stand a pretty healthy chance of a turnaround. Now it's really up to Kage. Can they get that snipe? Can they get that straggler from the side of Isurus?
Just farm, Kage. You all will win the game. You all just need your
ISG
items.
Are pushing on all fronts here. Boosters, you know, he's all the way in the front and, you know, attracting 3 heroes' attention. And while at the same time, they're pushing from the top lane as well. So ISG putting pressure on all fronts. But where are they weakest? Here's the
that's why it's called fun clips, not pro clips.
Magma Slam. And it looks like Wyra will eat this one. He uses the Invincible Warrior. So the ultimate is on cooldown.
Oh. Stupid, Alain. Are you being stupid? Why would you want to 1v1 there?
Opportunity for Isurus to
what the
pick
fuck?
the fight because this is the time when they're out of ultimates for Senko as well as Wyra.
Looks like they're gonna chase after Mover.
Chase.
He's being chased. He's under the tower. He's gonna be fine. But again, a lot of this attention is being just.
No, even if ISG wins, I don't want it to be a 3-game series. Whoever wins, just give me a 2-0. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, if you take a look at Win RJ, my goodness,
yeah.
doing so much work with the Spark Forge Dagger, the passive procs of the Chain Lightning, just melting down the health bars of
Wow,
the
this tiger is so fat at this
really
point.
like the Hot Knife Troop Bugger
Let's see the itemizations.
To add on to that, welcome, this is going to be the Shadow
Oh,
Overlord
Starbreaker.
for the side of the top.
Starbreaker and Master Sword for
They don't
pay.
know where they are.
Oh,
Look
that's
at how
interesting.
Kagendra are hidden, right? They don't really see everything. Obviously, the Fog of War playing a bit of an issue. Mover walks in to see if the Overlord is
Oh, there's so
started.
many
It has not
item
been.
build
But
issues
again, they
for
don't
both
really know
teams.
where ISU. Okay,
I'm
now they're
impressed
being
with
shown
them.
in the mid lane. But it's going to be a
I
matter of
promote
time
healthy
before
gaming
that
community.
or the Overlord is going to be starting.
Okay, in my defense, healthy gaming community means not being toxic to each other, but there's something called constructive feedback which I like to give to both players because sometimes they're that bad for the newer regions. It's like telling me you're going for jungle knife on Yaria instead of going heal or disrupt.
Yes, it's only Capox, but this is something you gotta.
Or like playing mods in Clash Lane.
Not there, so Kagendra actually have to back off and wait for the next minion wave.
Oh, Mengechi is gonna try and delay this.
Yes.
Masa in the lone in the bush. Oh, pushed out.
Yeah, Booster just providing vision.
Oh,
Ezreal.
It's like how I don't get racist or political with newer regions based on their home. Yeah, I got clip can. Who plays mods in Clash Lane? No, it's just an example. Like if you are making the game a loss on its own using weird fakes that doesn't actually work, then yeah, I do have shit to say.
0-0 will take this one out. That's a win for them. Kagendra really needed that. They went for
That's just an
play,
example.
and they did get it. So very well played by Kagendra.
Yep, they recover, and not only that, they managed to protect the
Ooh,
tier 3 as well.
7k
Now,
gold
this
lead.
is a swing of
Might
momentum.
be a
Once
comeback
again,
game.
when the tier 3
Okay,
is
bottom
up,
tier
they have
turret
a
is
very
confirmed
healthy
gone.
chance of that turnaround and that comeback.
And then he'll
Kage,
continue
they
to look
did
to
work so far.
push,
We are
and then they will probably send someone back to. They're not sending someone back. That's a bit of a macro mistake.
To the distance, so to speak. All they need to do is
Yeah, this will be a long game.
like digging in deep. Again, this
You
is
can
what
clip my
they've
games
done,
instead.
right? Making sure
I
that they're trying
think
to
that'll be
just
nice.
give themselves a chance, right? Yes, they were behind.
Clip like my Jing games, you know, where I can't fly. Yeah.
In that top lane, they do need to be careful. They did lose the top T3, but they want something.
Yeah.
to return,
Oh my
which is
god.
looking to be the bottom T3 with all 5 members.
Oh,
Sunset, they
4
push
5
them
man.
away, they scurry them away, they did
Takes
get
away the inhibitor turret.
smart play.
Somebody will have to go back and clear for my inspector though. They're thunder visualing. You should go back.
Looks like Kagendra will back off, taking that bottom T3.
Yeah, Masa making a very
Oi,
good game.
oi,
save
oi,
play
recall,
there. Now
oi.
they have to rush back to the base. They will not allow them
Oh
to
my
recall as well. This
god.
is horrible.
Why you only send Alin back? Are you stupid?
Yeah, look at this. Mooster actually had pushed the top.
Oh my
Hunt
fucking
had to
god.
recall all the way back in, or back to base, excuse me. Moira still alive.
Okay, look for Muster. They're looking for Muster. Topping is flying. Lane is going in alone. He's too far inside. His team cannot follow up. He should back off. He should back off. Oh no. And then he gets punished for that.
Hello, you want me? I'm gonna take you out. Booster's down for the count as well. So with the 1-for-1,
What a rookie mistake.
Still finding ways to get themselves back in this game. Looks like they're gonna take the Tyrant.
Yep, now
Nope, still a bad play. Still a bad play.
Take a look at the
He should have gone. Yeah, he should have gone all the way.
No entry point for
They
them.
couldn't
This
follow up.
will be the Tyrant for the side of Kage.
Tyrant for Kage, they need to deploy Kaiser to clear the top lane and get his final item.
For ISG, they're kind of definitely still winning, but it feels very neck and neck.
Yeah, it's so disorganized. It's like they are not playing as a team. They're playing like ranked games.
ISG fans, you got something to be worried about.
Yeah, but the odds are stacked against them because they have 2 Sages
Oh,
and Sanctuaries
if
on the hands of the kids.
yeah, if ISG plays this fight well, they actually win.
As well as the Tyrant here.
They got the Sage Sanctuary, then they can sell Sage Sanctuary or the Jungle Knife to go into a Destiny to win the team fight.
Right, third member responsible for damage will be at Mengeche, so we will see if this will be the difference.
Why is bro plugging in his codes? Yeah, man. Do that in the HOK Asia or our DreamVox Telegram, man. What's this Sasiko doing here, man?
Level 15 at this stage. I mean, yeah, we're close to 20 minutes into this one. So it's a matter of who blinks first. Kagendra, you see them on the map. We don't see ISG, and this is not a bug. This is more of, where are they? What is going on? We're trying to keep it in suspense, and that's so to speak. But you know, at this
no,
point,
it's okay. It's okay. I'm not greedy. You just get one already. Thank you.
And it looks like Wyra will walk
I don't need
into,
another one.
Right, anyway, here
I appreciate the effort.
It's gonna be the close to the 20-minute mark. The Tempest Dragon, first one of the day. It's gonna be spawning really soon. And right now, Kage has a better.
Oh, code key from Lucky Draw.
Better position, but they need to worry about where the minions are, right? The bottom lane is pushing in favor of Kagendra.
Oh no,
so
code K.
They have two members. This is Menguche and Windar J are going to have to
go,
deal
go.
with that.
Run.
The rest of them,
Go,
Booster,
kill them.
Still on the run. They don't really
Wow,
have the catch,
boring lah.
which is a little bit of a problem because Booster on the Main is just so mobile.
Fight leh, guys. Don't make this so boring for me leh.
Just catch vision onto his respective counterpart movers.
Okay, they got bottom wave pushing in. Top lane wave is quite okay. No, yeah, a lane you should back off. You should back off.
He doesn't really connect. He doesn't do the damage. Does need to be careful. The
Oh,
Tremor
yeah, he's
Slam
stupid.
goes in and
That was bad.
Hans
That
is
was
gonna
bad.
be blown up, and that was a
You all should have taken Tempest, then a lane and Zhang Fei just kept them
team is
away.
in a bad spot. Kagendra need to figure
That
out
was
how to
very, very
defend
bad.
this, or maybe contest with only 4 members.
Looking for the opening as well.
Hey bro, don't say 30-minute game. I want to end work, man. I don't want to OT, bro. The 30-minute game nonsense.
Oh, Master is on the split push.
They got somebody needs to come back. They need to be careful.
They send Kaiser back, then they reset. Oh, Tempest. I swear if it's a 30-minute game, I'll cry. Yeah, I also need
The
this.
Mega Slam, the Unbridled Outburst
Oh.
is going to be used for Mover just to keep him alive. The Blazing Brilliance is burning him up, but Catbox is the one that actually goes back. That's going to be
This is how scared they are of being out of the tournament and EWC. That's why they are playing so slow.
Wyra continue to chase. He has the
Oh.
Invincible Warriors, and Catbox is down
Okay,
as well.
2 down.
Booster now on the run, and
Just push
Kagendra have
bottom.
found that
Boy.
They
5-man push bottom. Zhang Fei should sell for the Storm Chaser.
they want to push in the mid lane.
They just look to dash in and end the enemy already. What the hell, man?
The Tempest Dragon if things don't work out, but it's
Flip
then
maybe.
they see the light, they want to go for
Zhang Fei should have sold for the movement speed boost active item for supports instead, and then look to just end actually. Now they are just wasting time. Okay, a lane behind.
He has the Blazing Brilliance, but it misses.
Back, clear wave.
Of course, the
Okay.
minions are now spawned. It's going to be difficult for them.
Oh,
Kagendra
clear wave. Well, if I was the coach, I'll be
They
screaming at them in the
one
waiting room.
catapult, and that one's going to go down, so they don't have the minions to
Stupid.
deal with this. And now it looks like ISG have held, and they prolong the game a little bit longer. But do they go for the Shadow Tyrant here?
Bro, if I the coach, my brain cells snapping already in the back room,
Super
bro.
Minions will be crashing
I
down
am like
on
actually
the
not kidding.
target,
This,
as well as the Super Minions will be crashing down in the mid
Tiran Jay still has
of
6 Sanctuary,
Now it's all
from what I
about
can
the
tell
timing.
here.
Ezreal here looking to work on the Tempest Dragon. Where's the rest of them? They're trying Kapok Saber. He will be the one to try and slow them down. There's not enough time maybe.
Oh, the Shadow Tyrant already so low. Who's going to take this one out? Who's going to get it? And it looks like Israel will take this one out.
Oh,
But now that they're
22
on the run,
mid
the
Tyrant.
Sunset
Tempest. Sorry, guys.
flies over the wall.
That's actually a hit buff. Oh my god, you're in the way. Yes.
Wyra does get Windar J.
Oh my god, double kill. Okay.
From Wyra. He's continuing to fight, and now ISG.
Oh, he gets the title. Oh, just push.
As possible, trying to just buy a little bit more time. Seeing that they've got 2 members down, but with movers, down as well for another 30 seconds.
I'm more stressed than
What
the
do they do
coaches,
here?
man.
It's a critical time, right? So they need to clear the waves. They need to put the pressure on the Kage. At this point, if you take a look at the top lane itself, Super Minions, that's sure, that's easy for them to deal with. Or rather, that's a little bit of difficulty. But the Tempest Dragons coming with the disruption, they could open the doors to start and break down and make the base barren for the side of the Kage. Now, Kage, this is a very tall order for them at this point. It's 130 seconds before the next Tempest Dragons. Kage will do well for themselves to make sure
What
they
the
keep
fuck?
the
You want to see 40 minutes? Oh my god.
No openings here, but it
For
looks
those
like
that can't
Kagandra have done
tell,
a good job
WX
of
is
just
a few
pushing out the
minutes
lanes,
ahead
making
of
sure that
us.
nothing is
Because
really
he's
pushing.
like,
Yes, the top lane is vulnerable, and they do need to deal with the next one in the top lane. But if we're looking at what ISG have done, they've kind of
but I think
gotten what they've wanted,
ISG
in the
might
sense they've
win.
slowed
Eh
the
no,
game down. They're
cannot.
starting
They got
to
less 6
regroup and to
sanctuaries.
take a proper team fight
2 pure
with
sky,
the
1
back
sage.
with the hopes that Kagandra gets spread too thin.
Yeah, I think if Kage does this well, they win the team fight.
Yes, he does have the Sage's
They
Sanctuary,
just have
but
to
at this
avoid the
point,
Lianpo
damage
ulti.
coming out
After
by
that,
him might
everything
be
is
too much.
sort of set.
Yeah, might be too much
Chill for
here.
Pikachu.
Looks like
Take
the
it,
Oceans
take
are
it.
just slowing things down.
Please do, please do.
They
Please
just
do take as
destructive
many stuff as
deluge
you
as
can.
well.
All
But
good.
if we're looking in the mid lane, Wyra, Invincible Warrior or
Bro,
not, but
bro, Kaiser, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, sell for Sage, hello?
He's gonna come
Bro.
back in. Israel's back up and at it.
Bro, if you die to Angela, then I'm
down
laughing.
for the count. That's a lot of damage. They
What
need to be
the
careful.
fuck?
Kagandra here. They found that opening. They do have one member down. 40
Hansing.
seconds, but they need to protect their base.
I can play
Top lane is
Hansing.
being pushed as well.
For those that don't know, I actually
Will
can play
look to
Hansing.
just kind of defend this one. Senko is in the bottom lane, and this is the problem. Kagandra, yes, they are getting kills, but they need to deal and protect their own base.
Okay.
Yep,
How
so
the-
far,
how
I
the-
mean, it feels like Kage is the one with the more open base, even though there are 2 lanes
Wow.
of super minions marching down onto Isurus. And that's
Hey, you know what Zhangfei needs to do here? He needs to sell and then go straight Sanctuary also. All of them literally just need to sell their
They
items.
need to clear the waves, they need to make sure they don't
Bloody hell.
overstep their boundaries and get picked off as a straggler as well.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have
Get
30 more
bot.
seconds before the next.
No, I'm not having
Shadow
fun.
Tyrants
This
as
is
well.
eating my brain,
That's
not
gonna be
brain.
another
This
pretty
feels
big
like me
win.
playing ranked game
Kagandra
and
here
I'm the only one carrying the
finding ways
20 minute
that,
game.
yes, they're
Like my bloody
losing the
Yaria
objective
big game
department,
yesterday.
but they're
What
finding
the hell,
kills and
man?
making
I
it
literally
difficult for ISG
maybe
to
set all
push.
4 of them.
To think that we would see a 25-minute game in the second match of the day, of course, we knew it was going to be
Those-
close, but we didn't think it was
those
going to go to this distance.
Monkeys were trolling my early game and I
Yeah,
think
I
maybe
mean,
see
at
all of
this
them.
point, I think the ideal understanding is that
I'm a
we
noob,
would
Yaria.
not have it any other way. Kage and ISG, their fates are on the line. This has to be the one. We have to have a long game. And this is
But
the
whoever
second
loses
consecutive
this, I think
of
their
that
mental
game.
might get
So
screwed
Kage
for the
and
long
ISG,
games, yeah.
Their fates are on the line.
Yeah, everything is at
Yes,
stake
this
here.
is
And it looks
torture.
like ISG, like
As
you're
a
sitting on
coach,
Booster,
you
you're
wouldn't
probably
like
wondering,
to
like,
see
what
this
is he
style
doing? Why is
game
he just waiting in
go
the,
on for
in
like,
the cave? He's just
especially
providing
since
vision
it's a
when
life
that,
or death situation
okay,
for the
Wyra,
you're
finds
standing
him.
in the
Who
tournament.
first goes after this one. It's a 1 versus 1 thus far. He has the
Okay,
knockup
elite.
with his whatever, but he's going to be chased back. Gets knocked back with the Ocean of
Okay,
Tears.
whoever takes this
ISG
temper
now,
should win.
Are they going to actually go for this?
Just fight,
Doubt
just
so, because at this point it's really up to Master. He needs to make sure he finds more than one person with the whatever as well to get serious. They need to get the lockdown or else
Yes,
they will
not the
get
strain on the
fight
eyes, but
right
the
now.
pressure that
Firepower
comes from
is
high
equal
stake,
on both
like
sides. It's
standing
really about
games that actually
your
determine
damage
your
dealer,
life
who's
and
gonna
death,
be in the
sort
form
of.
Engage and win RJ. What is that of Ares?
Yeah, it looks like Tempest Dragon here just
Can,
chilling here.
can,
waiting for
keep it,
somebody to
keep
make
it
the first move, but
PG-13,
you want that
Kenny.
kill. You got to do it safely. So ISG and
This
Kagandra
YouTube,
both
Kenny,
playing
keep it PG-13.
very, very slowly. Nobody wants to blink. Nobody wants to make that first mistake. And it looks like Hans will deal with Ezreal.
Yeah, man, not the E word, man. Come on, Kenny, what
Look
the
at
hell?
Minions have all been pushing. This is the late game. If you want to see how to play late game HOK, tune in right now and stay tuned for the rest of this.
Bro, this is not even late game hit, okay? This is.
Yeah, Master
This
once
depression.
again, very good job.
Oh.
Oh, they got caught by the Weeraw here. He has a ton of hit points. It doesn't matter if he gets caught out by Mengechi at this point.
Now they will go and search it. God damn it.
Again, they've
Can't stop giving them fuel.
They don't want to. They just gotta fix the lanes, right? The top lane is pushing. Something to take note of.
Bro, Zhangfei just sell, go for Swiss Sanctuary, go for Storm Chaser, look to be the one to engage instead. Look to catch the numbers. What the hell are you doing? Now it's a matter of Zhangfei and Limpo. It's not even the rest of the team.
You know, you gotta play things super carefully. You dying right now could literally just end the game.
Exactly. So there is a little bit of insurance on the side of Kage, and you know, for Hans and Wii 0-0, they still do have that Sage's Sanctuary, Senku as well. So this could be the turning point for the side of Kage. Mufus, if he gets the perfect pick off, it could be huge.
Bro, just sell for the.
This
Oh
is
my
it. I mean, if we're
god.
talking about net worth lead, like it doesn't
I'm
even
dying
matter
here.
anymore, right? At this point, everybody's kind of capped out. It's just a matter of the positioning and the correct calls, right? Getting that pick off would be huge. Finding that objective, that
Alamak.
space is super important. But at the same time, you got to
Okay,
make sure
okay.
that the lanes are not
0-0.
you're
Push in,
potentially,
push in.
you know, you
Come
could
out,
just,
come
you
out.
know, be backdoored or whatever it is. You got to be careful.
Yep. And at this point, Skydome is
Yeah,
in the
support
hands
is
of Ezreal.
fun,
He's gonna
bro.
have
I want to play more
additional,
support games.
movement speed and
But if I
damage
play support, we
reduction.
get a bit bigger
The
jungler,
kill
so there's
is
no point.
refreshed. So they need to be very careful not to give the kills to Ezreal. If they have to give a kill, they have to give this someone else.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I mean, it's like, again, nobody wants to make that first move.
What
Everybody's super
enthusiasm?
cautious.
This is more
Like,
nervous.
it's one of those
This
things
is
where,
a fucking 30-minute
how are
game,
we gonna do
guys.
this?
Don't do
What do
this to
we need
me.
to do? Like, we don't have the proper vision. We just gotta fix the lanes.
Oh my
We
days.
just gotta provide as much vision as possible. But Moosters finds
If it was me, I'll just look to back doors, yeah.
whatever.
Then if enemy team comes and catch me, my team should just rush down tempers.
Very difficult situation for both.
Like actually, bro.
There's so many things they need to consider. I mean, ideally, you want to take out the jungler, right? That
Bro, again, don't do this to me again. I'm actually dying. My god.
Oh, they're doing a lot of damage. Unbridled outburst, though, he just shrugs that one off.
What
And
the
yes, that's an all
hell?
committed. So I guess that's a win for ISG.
Bro, Kenny, these are clip moments, bro. Me dying.
Well, they're looking. And
No, I'm not.
They need to make sure that the wave management is good for them.
Shit, bro.
Again, no unbridled outburst. This might be the opening
Holy
that they want for the
shit,
Invincible
lah.
Warrior.
Hey, oi, fight. Yeah, fight.
Israel
God
trying to burst him
damn.
down. He gets a little bit low. Mengucci taking on a lot of damage as well. He's the squishiest of all of them, so you got to be careful with that. The lanes are pushing. The top lane, 0-0 will go to fix it.
Bro, if they give me another 30-minute game, I swear I will actually OT, bro.
Dragons, but once again, Kage keep their eyes open, eyes peeled for the danger of the steal as well.
Yeah, they're sticking around. They know this is the big objective. They
There's
cannot
no
give up.
way
It's about
Kage loses
half life
this
or so. It went
tempers
back in.
today. They have 2 smite there.
Catbox is
And
around.
then they have bottom lane.
Looks
Oh,
like Kagendra are looking to burst this one in.
fight. Oh, GG. Backdoor. Minion backdoor. Bottom wave. Minion backdoor.
But the base, the minions are there. They need to deal with this one. It's so low. WindRJ is
Oh,
down for the
oh,
count as well.
oh.
And the minions are turning into winions. They just need to deal with the little lesser known ones with the Mengucci.
GG. ISG lost. GG. There's no way. GG, thank you. No 40-minute game. Thank you, guys. GG, good job, Kagendra, to secure the 1-0 against ISG.
Kagendra now your winners of the first game of this.
That was very good. They pushed in the bottom wave first before they did the Tempest. Then because Tempest was on the other side of the map, they had no choice. It's either Tempest or they go back and defend. Either way, they lose.
Strategies, but it wasn't strong enough.
Now,
Kage,
GG.
what a
Oh
game
my
for them.
god.
It really takes a toll. This is a 30-minute plus game, and this is definitely going to.
It took a toll on me for sure.
So I'm really
I'm back. 他妈的30分钟游戏，玩个锤吗？
bigger banger at this point. Now, Holler, I think we have so many things we need to cover in this game.
Oh,
I really like
I
the
passed the
late
nut.
game
I mean,
potential
what?
of the draft so far. You could see Wyraw was so hard to kill, and at that point, there's a lot of confusion, a lot of commitment required on the side of Isurus to at least burn Wyraw down to half his health, and I think they capitalize on
Oh
that.
my
That
god. Okay. Just give me a 2-0. I can't be bothered to go on anymore. Please.
Let me also go to your original point of ISG coming in and having this strategy. It's one of those things where even if you're playing chess, you have like an early to mid game strategy in mind, and you're playing it. But the late game, anything is fair game. Anything can happen, and you kind of saw that, right? Where all they needed to do from Kagendra was to get to that late game to give themselves a chance, because they're like, hey, actually, it's all about strategy. It's about communication. At that point, we're able to do it. We know what we need to do, and Kagendra played that one super smart, played it to the end, and that's what you want to see out of a team that's potentially gonna make it to the knockout stage.
Exactly, the lane did so much work for the team there with the Death by Sunset, actually making sure he was always in the face of Mengucci. And if I was the Angela, I'll be honest, I'll be pissed, because that was a hard game to play. Every single
Holler, he's what he is. Yeah, I know Holler and Kin personally. I can tell how they're like.
Yeah, completely thwarted. Like, and this is the problem with the Angela, is that
Let's see
generally
another one.
speaking, you wanna be
No,
static.
we do
You
not
wanna
want
be
this type of
moving
games. We all just want to end work early.
Constantly
As
harassing
customers
you
and
and
watch
just
party,
forcing it out.
we
It's
don't
just
like
very
such long
difficult.
games.
But look at this net worth lead. The net worth by 0-0. 20.
Okay, item builds, guys.
I mean, WindRJ was 22, but
Destiny, a lane, or because he sold the bloody Seed Sanctuary. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary.
I mean, you know with the KDA,
Wow.
he is up right
The
up
fact
there
that
in
all of
terms
them are
of
able to
MVP,
maximize their
and, you know,
items.
with the building of the
That's
Sun
crazy.
as well, it
Why
really
Lianpo
made
with Frigid
the
Chart late?
consort use basic
Wouldn't
attack,
Blazing
right?
Cape be
Because
better
none
here?
of them
They got no
tend to go
anti-heal
close.
eh.
And yes, if it's a
They
straight
only
out
went for
one-to-one,
Angela's
there is a
anti-heal.
chance
After that, they
0-0
were all
will
practically
be
sitting
out
ducks.
damaged by Win RJ with the help of the rest of the teammate for Isurus. But the way that 0-0 played,
No, I'm just...
security and insurance
The
policy
supports
of
actually
themselves.
could have
They
just ended the
they
game already.
couldn't even
It's
burn
just...
that first life out. And in the meantime, you
I
were just
guess
easily shooting them with the activation of
poor
the Sun
macro
as
and
well.
micro
So I'm
decisions.
pretty sure if you take a look at his damage,
Because there's that one item that
oh,
just helps you kill
185,000
end games.
damage dealt.
But no,
My
they don't buy it.
goodness, Holler.
They don't fucking sell it and go
0-0
for
is
it.
definitely up there.
It's so depressing, you know, to see such gameplay.
221,000, right? So in terms of damage, they were doing a bunch.
Damage
right?
wise, Lady Chen. Oh, Lady Chen might get
So
MVP
both of
this
those
game.
kind of, you know, and movers, of course.
It's either Lady Chen or the
role.
concert.
All of these guys providing a lot of space. The fact that 0-0 didn't die speaks volumes about everyone else. It's very difficult as Consort U, who did not have a really good, you know, early game. He did struggle, but they were able to claw their way back because the rest of the team was able to help each other to support themselves and give themselves a chance to get back.
Faster comp.
They played
Yeah,
very
please,
smart.
please.
Yeah, you know, Blam was talking about yesterday with the
Oh, the Limpo.
potential for
Okay lah.
Crystal
All
and
of them
there's
did
a
their
top
respective
ranking from
roles
that.
job.
I
So
think
I'm proud of them.
Kage
Kaiser.
would have been the first team, right? Again,
Bro,
maybe the first team to really pull that out.
No, they should give me like
Take a look at the graph itself. It was
Mai
a
or something.
really,
Then
really
everything will
difficult
end.
game because ISG,
Yes,
even
please,
though
please.
they had a very good
Actually,
start,
never mind. I don't mind them
they
going
still
full game
maintained
series
the
and
advantage
like
all the way to the
little
end of
games
the
because
game. And it really
yeah.
just took
Actually, I don't
one
mind. No.
good play where they broke the bases and turrets of the tier 3s on the side of Isurus before Kage could really turn that game around.
This is a graph where I'm kind of like, stats? What?
But I want to
Stats?
end so that I
You
can
know, it
faster
doesn't
play
matter if
rank
I'm
and
losing
stuff.
everywhere, but okay, Y right here gets the well-deserved MVP. He made a lot of play. He was definitely in your face almost the entire time. So 4-2-6, I mean,
Kaiser?
that's KDA.
Hey,
Aside
why?
from
Why
his
Kaiser
damage,
MVP? No, why? No,
crazy. He
bro
was
did nothing.
doing so much throughout.
No. What do you mean did so much? He did nothing. What
Damage
the fuck?
taken.
This guy's
Adding on to that, so not only was he taking, you know, dealing the pain, he was taking it in as well. And it precisely because
yes,
of the damage
Nivane
dealt
is next
so
on stage, but from
if,
what I
you
understand,
know,
it might
support and
might
role
get cancelled, guys.
difference
Don't quote
maker.
me.
Every single time that Unbridled Outburst was used, it was huge because it opened up the doors for them to get the chase in. Opened the doors for Hans. In the meantime, Reroll was always in.
We will see how
on
it
the
goes,
back
but I
lines,
hope
chasing
it
in,
doesn't.
trying to make life
If
more
not, I will
difficult on the
extend
side
and
of
see
Isurus,
how
and
much I
oh
can
boy, did
hold
it
down the
work
fort
out.
for him if he wants
Yeah,
to.
it definitely did. I mean, look at Hans, just
Well,
constantly
it's
chasing them. And like Mooster, he's
your
like all by
prediction
himself.
so
He's
far
fighting 1 versus
accurate lah.
4.
My
Hans gets
predictions
picked
for
off here,
the
and
tournament
it's
so far
really
for
neck
which
and
team
neck, I would
wins
say.
overall
Like,
and loss
ISG
is
definitely had the
100%.
advantage going into this one, but it
So
just
I'm
seemed
very
like
happy of myself from that.
you know, Kagendra were able to
Like if you ask me
really
to
find
estimate
those openings.
durations
The
or
team
like
fight
who will
was
win
very
a
smart,
particular
just the way
game,
that they played.
it's
And
very
at the same
difficult
time, their
to make accuracy.
situational awareness of when the lanes were pushing.
Because it all
in the
depends
top
on their
lane, oh, it's like, oh,
execution
somebody
in
needs
game.
to
That
go.
one I
We'll
cannot
deal
control.
with this.
I can
Somebody
only
was
base it
able
off
to
the.
get out of the team fight to deal and protect the base, right? This is.
But if you
again,
ask me to
you have
predict
very
like
good
the
awareness of
the
everything
overall
going
winner
on.
of the series, I can do it. It's quite easy.
Yeah, exactly. And if you notice the way that Reroll actually engages,
That's why I'm not
in the
scared.
fight, it
RRQ is
runs
going
a
to
lot
get
of 0-0 is
0-2
always
by
on his own
impunity
on the
later.
backline. He's
I'm saying it now.
The entire skirmish, nobody else can deal.
That's
any
my
damage
most
to him.
confident
And with that, look at the
prediction
result
for
of that.
today.
2 lanes of super minions, and that is the base for the side of Kage to take the advantage here. And I really like this. It really shows how intense this game is. Now,
Okay, so
Kagendra finally have the advantage. Question
Oh
is,
wait,
can
okay.
they
So I
hold
guess
on
I'm the
to
only
it?
one streaming
Because
today.
it's difficult to win a
Oh
game.
wait.
It's
Hey wait,
much more
Kenny, you're
difficult
streaming
to hold
later,
it
right?
against your opponents.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Kenny,
this
are you
is a
streaming later,
situation
Kenny?
where going into game 2, like ISG are going to be like, hey, we were actually winning the entire game.
Yes, you are,
but
yes.
we didn't close it out, right? So I think in
Okay,
terms
so
of
guys,
the adjustments of what
for those
need to
that
happen, I
are
think
not
it's
updated,
like
Kenny will be
obviously the
streaming
losing
next
squad
from
needs
8
to kind of make more,
to
but their strategy was still sound.
8 to
I
10.
think that they know how to
Okay,
win,
no,
and they know how to
because
do it. They just need to know
Nivane
how
is
to
not
close the game now, which
Nivane
is a
is
different skill set.
not streaming anymore. now, if you
So
look
it's
at
going to
the
be
Discord,
interesting seeing what they bring into game 2 here.
he has to settle stuff first.
Yeah. Now,
So
we
then
create
cancel his
opportunities for the
stream.
team, but more than not, we like to create content for
Pretty
Honor
much
of
so as
Kings.
well.
Now, if you're interested to become an official Honor of Kings creator and post about the Season 2 Invitationals as well, you do have the chance to. And if you manage to, you will
Well, I
get
don't
a
know if I
reward as well. All you have
am
to do
able
is to
to.
search the HOK studio to
I
link
don't
your
think I'm
account,
able
and you
to
can find out
hold
more
the
information
fort
about it.
down, yeah.
Now, we all like, pretty content, funny contents, and of course, exciting contents as well. And boy, has it been an exciting day, at least for the side of Group C so far.
No, it's not exciting, it's tiring. Oh my god.
Right now, Kagendra, our Indonesian boys, have done it. They have put
Yeah, guys, we need 9 more subs, guys. So get your friends,
I mean, it
your
is game one,
family
of course. I
to
would
just
love
sub,
to be in
just
that
sub.
position as opposed
They
to
don't
being
even have to watch
behind-
our content.
being
Just get them
behind
to
a game,
sub.
which is a completely different.
And then once in a
set of
while, get them
emotions, so to
to
speak.
hop
But this
in,
is
like
one of those
watch
things
for
where
like 5 minutes,
ISG
10 minutes, leave it in the background
that
so that
was rough,
it doesn't count as
right? And
inactive
it comes back to the coach to be
subscribers
like, hey,
or like
settle down.
the algo
We still
doesn't
played
feel that
all
we are
right.
cheating the
We need to
system.
change things up a little bit.
Today will
but
stream,
we're still
Kenny
playing
will stream
our
at 8 to
brand
10.
of,
Event
it's
is
okay, right? We need to ensure
event
that we
stream will be
continue to
cancelled
push
from
on,
6 to
and
8, yeah.
we just play a little bit better.
Unless
we
somehow
pick things
there's
up.
suddenly an
Again,
influx of viewers who want me
backs
to
on the
stream
wall,
here.
game 2. You gotta go all out on this one. You gotta make sure you close it out. You
Oh,
cannot
but my
go
body
away
will
like
break,
that again.
and I need more time.
Exactly. At this point, it literally is go big or go home, right? So Isurus, they have a lot on the line here. This is tournament life on the line. The Sharks, they need to do it. Now, Kagendra, of course.
What the Sharks need to pick out? They need to pick out the LAN. Oh,
but
what is this? Why is there no LAN this tournament? I'm so
Kagendra
sad.
looking to close out this second game for a clean 2-0 series, securing their way into the Esports World Cup. And of course, Isurus looking to do the same.
Yeah,
I mean, I got my own things to do also, so maybe I shall see how
you gotta get yourself.
We shall see how it goes.
You gotta figure things out. Just settle down, right? I think if I was the coach, and I would obviously be speaking in a different language and not English to them, but I would also just let them know that, hey, it's like we're still doing things right. We still need to figure things out, but we need to find better openings.
This is
We
some
need to, close
shit
them
background
out
music.
in the sense of push them back, force them to do it. We don't need to split push as much as we did, especially when we're winning. We can
ISG
kind of
bans the
continue
lane,
to close the vice that you're
bans the high. No, because they do not want to look for long games anymore. They just want to end quick. They need to ban from themselves, sir. Wait, did my stream just end? Okay, never mind.
What a menace they were in the first
Thought
game.
it ended. Scared me.
Yeah, definitely. Those are that is something that you don't want to deal with, the lane. I mean, it's one of those things where if I go Angela, you can't. You don't want to see the yellow.
Princess
Right? That's like
ban
the
from
number one thing.
again.
And I think that they're just like, okay, we have to ban it.
My
I want to go with the Angela again. But it looks like they're gonna go
we
with, a
pick
different
up from
direction.
ISG. Hey, Kenny! My game.
I like the burst potential of a
You can drop
Maestro
in some of the
Nubu,
Kaiser and the
as we
Doria
can
standard
see,
combos.
Mengege
Why?
is, very
ISG never
good,
pick up Doria. Oh,
with
they are
the
screwing
mage
themselves in
heroes
draw.
that he has shown
Why
thus
my first?
far. The Angela, of course, a huge
I'll
problem
prioritize
for
a
the side of,
大乔 or
Kagendra,
Doria.
but now I think Mai might be an even
And then just
bigger
give the
problem
Mai
for the
over.
side of the
Find a
Indonesian
counter
boys.
to Mai.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna go into
Oh,
this
that
one.
is-
And, the Dahlia pickup again.
Very interesting.
Again, not the greatest of win rates, but the Kaiser kind of backing it up. I do
My
like the
in
Kaiser here.
Birenjie, okay.
Decent,
Similar drops
combination to kind
from
of
the
start things
earlier.
off. But the counter picks from ISG. Walk me through the Mayan and DRNJ.
I mean, they are looking to kind of burst and melt the Kaiser down, right? So the moment Kaiser actually activates his Invincible Warrior, one of the things that will help deal with that situation is the Mayan gets serious.
Yay, China coach buff, CM buff. I don't know. I don't even think he's
As
China.
long as
Might be
Kaiser
Malaysian.
doesn't get to move his
But I
hands,
still a buff.
there's no lifesteal coming out.
Byron.
And with the burst of Mai, with the melting,
Wow,
of,
Byron's
DRNJ,
electric.
it could prove to be fatal for Kaiser.
And then a ban on Luna and Shangguan.
I
Oh, no
think I'm
Luna.
okay with this, but the
Shit.
counter pick to all of this was the Byron. Are you okay with that? I mean, he has a lot of tank ability.
Well,
He's definitely kind of
Byron-
in your face.
Yeah, the thing is, if Byron gets his passive
Byron.
proc, which is the Fearless Chariot,
Byron.
then yes, the moment he procs his ultimate, right, the Force Field Suppression, he is going to be quite the problem, troublemaker. And especially if he's going to be
The
going with
Ming
the
ban. What?
flash,
Ming
when
ban?
he gets into the back
Ming
lines,
and DRNJ
you can
doesn't
expect
do
that
much,
the DRNJ, Mr. Win RJ, will not live for long.
Yeah, for sure.
Gun and more banned from
That's the thing where
ISG.
I think ISG need to
Okay, I get it because they
have some
don't want
sort
to
of
get
way
poked
to
down and long
kind
range
of protect
before
the
they
Renji
going for
a little
team
bit.
fights.
Just,
That makes sense.
some sort of peel, some sort of way to kind of keep him in safe so that he can do his damage. He
So
needs
the
that
mid
space.
laner
Kaiser who's gonna be
and
running at you,
farm laner
and the Byron as
Marco.
well. So you got to be safe. But the Marco Polo pick,
Marco makes
I'm
sense.
kind of okay with that.
Yep, exactly. Because there's going to be a lot of room created by the Byron and Kaiser as well. And if you take a look at the bans, it makes a lot of sense, right? The fact they've taken out Ming is because the synergy between Tirenxie and Ming is extremely potent. At the same time, the Luna will have access into the backlines, probably catching out the Marco Polo and Dolia, which are easy kills for a Luna jungler, right? Now, on the flip side, if we're talking about Isurus, the ban on Gun and War as well as the Shangguang, very clear opportunity. Do not burst down my
Musashi.
damage dealers. That's the whole story.
Yeah.
Musashi?
Yeah,
Have we
yeah,
seen
yeah.
a Musashi in this
People lie,
tournament?
people
I don't
lie.
think so,
We're
right?
gonna try to do that. But okay.
Wow, but what is
ISG right
Musashi
here,
going
I
to
mean,
cancel
if
here,
zoom in
honestly?
and, Musashi
His
here,
S1 is practically useless
zooming,
here.
I would
It's
say
just for anti-heal.
Like it kind of
against the
helps in
Kaiser
terms
and
of
Dolia.
keeping it alive. You have your time flux,
Musashi
the zoning with
Sumbing.
the time lapse.
What?
Just a little different than being
Outdrafted,
something that's
outdrafted.
more
I
of
don't
like a
even need to see.
tank peel type
It's
roamer.
very, very
So,
obvious outdraft.
I'm okay with this, but ISG they kind of are
Well, if you
wanting
had
to
went for Zhang
go
Fei or
fast
Lian
and
Po here,
furious and just kind of burst people out, correct?
Yep, exactly. And the benefit of actually picking the Musashi is because of the duel to the death. Now, because when you're imperiled, you do not get healing.
Isurus coach looking
You
stressed.
do not get healing, and it is until the
panicking.
duration of the duel to the death ends do you get the heals again once again, right? So this is a prime
Yes,
counter,
Musashi
prime
is
example of how to
real
counter the
person
Kaiser. Now the
character
only question
in
is,
real life.
can he reach Kaiser? Because with the way the draft works, I think
Aw, no kisses this time?
Oh,
Oh, no kisses. Oh, man.
pick our fight
They ain't kissing.
very carefully.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I thought they would kiss.
And this is, of course, the second match game.
And then Angela picked on the
two.
side of Kagendra.
So
I
much at
didn't
stake.
see earlier.
ISG, they need to win to keep them their
So in
tournament
this
hopes
case,
alive. If they
Kagendra will
lose
need to
this,
buy
they are
anti-heal
out.
items.
So
Venomous
again,
Staff,
it's-
Blazing
there's
Cape will
just
be
too much
more
pressure here,
vital.
but Kagendra
Because
have
you
a
do not want
chance
to buy
to just
the
make
Mortal
history,
Punisher on the side of
get
Marco
themselves
Polo.
in
It will
that top
actually
eight, get them a
make
chair,
his
an
damage a lot quicker.
opportunity into the
And for the side of
so much at stake.
the ISG,
Yeah. So at this point, ISG they're trailing by one game.
yeah, they will have to look
even
for
this
very
up.
early
It
team
is
fights
go
and
big or
aggressiveness
go home.
on the
Kage,
Marco
on
and
the other
Angela.
hand, they
Once
have a little bit of
those
an
two are out
insurance
of the
policy.
picture, the rest of the team fight is done.
Of course, at this point,
Yes,
Holler,
Holler.
I think they're looking to close this series.
Yes,
out
I did
by
say it's
using-
haram. But
You
who
know,
cares?
I don't know what to say because I always look at teams
Make
that,
love, not war, guys.
like
Make peace
the
and
last
love,
game where
not war.
ISG pretty much they were winning, right? I can't I don't think that
You
we
guys stop
discount
making me look
that
like a
amount of
teacher to
effort
the
and work
to
that
the
they
new
did.
coming
It's one of those things where
guys.
they know what to do. It's just a matter of the small.
Okay,
mistakes that
so
really
personally, I feel Kagendra will
where
win
they can do better. So
in
I
terms
feel
of
like
draft
ISG,
voice.
if there's going to be any team
Cause
that can
on
take
the
this
side of
game
ISG,
in
they
this
do
series
not have
to the
frontliners.
distance, it's going to be
Even if the
ISG.
Musashi
I think
goes
they can do
full
it.
tank, there's no
I'm
use.
expecting them to really.
Malaysia
bounce back.
Bule, what? Huh? What?
Yeah, it's important. What a
Bro.
nice steal there on the
Bro, I
reverse
don't think
fight
there are
as
any
well, and
Malaysian
this is going to help him get a little bit
for
more
tomorrow.
experience. For
What the
this
fuck?
side of
Okay, buddy.
Yes, definitely so. And okay, Senku looks like the Angela pick here. Senku, a little bit of, took a decent amount of damage from Menguche, that is. But he's gonna just shrug that one off. 0-0 by himself. Catbox doing a little bit of babysitting here, making sure that nothing really kind of sticks to him. But Menguche already forced out and to use.
Actually, end fast or don't end fast.
Yep, and I really like
Yeah,
this.
but
right
yes,
now
I want.
because
I
this
actually
is the
want to
leash.
I need to
Kage
do my
is
stuff
putting a leash
if
on this
for
Mai Shinui, and
for like
when
8
your
plus
Mai
or stuff.
is not having enough damage,
I guess 8
then
because
it's where
Kenny
Kage is
Kenny
gonna
might want to play
benefit.
rank. Kenny, you're playing rank, right? I know that's your
ISG roaming or rotating. They've committed 3
Because
members
if you're
to the
playing
top lane.
rank
Looks like
games, I'll
Menguche is
get
gonna have
everything
to
sorted
make
by
a
8 o'clock.
beeline
lah.
for the mid lane as that one's pushing and put a little bit of tower pressure there.
Yeah, I can tell you
Israel will
before
just kinda
you
clean
fall
this one
into
up and
solo
pick it
hell.
up. But Senku with just this burst, just so annoying.
I
to
would
deal
feel
with.
that
Senku, just
the
wait for
the more foreign teams, they are like they're not as confident with Da Qiao.
Menguche coming out of the wings does end up letting
Double?
Booster
Double?
get first blood though, but the dash and the burst
No,
the
the
flash was committed by Menguche as well, and they did have the damage. They clean him up, and Hans is
Can we see because no China.
Yep, this is
Sorry,
a
oh.
very important moment for ISG.
Only Malaysia can
Because
pull out
now
the
they
darts.
have their first blood. This is going to be extra gold.
Malaysia
extra
and Hong Kong.
experience. What can they turn this into? That's a big question.
Yeah, they need I mean, it just first blood. It's not the end of the world.
Kenny, I should play with your ult. You should let me play with your ult
Kind of
because
use this as
the
a slight
elo is a lot
advantage,
easier.
Taking some of the enemy jungle. The blazing brilliance.
Yeah.
Gucci's like, oh,
Hey, what do you mean he's diamond account? He's diamond one? What's this? What's this? His ult is Grandmaster. His main is diamond. What's this nonsense? Oh, fuck. He's playing oh, what the fuck? Oh, crazy.
Yeah, it provides so much. Like, because you have the wave clear that just
Bro
clears
has
so
3
quickly,
ults for
and
those
then
that
you can rotate to the other lanes and just kind of.
his main is actually gold.
So you can kind
Then the
of
rest is just diamond and
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Hey, no, it's master already.
It makes it
I think
very
his second
easy
account
for
is
her to just
master.
kind of move around. Now, again, it all comes down to game awareness and where you need to position.
WX later play with me after this 3 months. Then I shower, then I go eat. Kai boring to play. Kai is actually not boring to play. It's just the fact that they build him tank. They build him full tank, so it's like you're just a bit sure you just go in and soak
Be in
it.
trouble. I think they're gonna just kind of back off. Almost all the bars are kind of full, but like 0-0 needs
Oh,
time
Musashi.
and farm
Oh,
on this
oh.
right? I think at the
Oh,
end
they
of the
know
day,
you're there,
the
bro.
knock-up, they found him. Hansa.
This is my lousy
And it
lah.
looks like the friends are here. The
no.
invisible
Lamau,
warrior.
this is my shit.
Gucci gets sliced down. Senku will take that kill.
Yo, this my shit lah.
They do make the counter.
Bro, if it was Kenny would went in with the team and get the Byron and then just back off, man. What's this nonsense? Yeah lor. My shit, man.
It's an opening that they have, and now 0-0. Okay, are they gonna go for the
Fan
target?
Mao.
That would be
Fan Mao.
a lot more damage for the Marco Polo, but the blazing brilliance
Sao
just
Mao.
doing a lot of work, and Israel has to back off.
Yeah, Muffa is doing a very good job in the hold as well. This is buying time.
Did we miss a game? Is that one?
And I think this is a
No, it's
position that they enjoy at this point.
Kendra won 1 earlier, right? So
Evening out the gold
it's
advantage.
a
Point 11,
it's 0-1 at the moment. The numbers that you'll see in the yellow boxes here. That's the amount of games they won.
It's 50-50. I wouldn't say too much about it. It's more about who takes this one. Ezreal will secure the Tyrant here and make sure
we
they
saw it,
don't
don't
take
they?
away from Kagendra, which is a bit of
What the
a win for them.
fuck, man, yo?
ISG now need to
Oh,
kind of turn this
man.
into more. You have that damage boost, which is going to be great.
The
But what
kills
else
not
can
the
you
game. Yes, the mid are the kills.
Yeah, I think it's really about the wave.
Thanks for explaining.
Which is why, you know, we mentioned so much about Senko. I think Senko is going to be the winning condition here for the side of Kage, at least in the first 10 minutes of
Senko?
the game.
No, I feel it's
Because
0-0.
the faster wave clear and the rotations will matter that much.
Oh, we were trying to be cheeky.
Rosh.
Invisible Warrior wants the Crimson Gold. I'm not sure if he got it in the end.
Israel?
Looks like
You ulti, you go back in for what?
Myra, excuse me, still up in
Go
the
in
front
for what? Your team cannot follow. Just back, bro. You're wasting time.
there, and it looks like he's going to be scurried off. ISG defend their enemy or their own jungle. Now they
Walao,
they're
yeah.
trying to make the rotation, but this is a 3 versus 4.
I wonder how the China and Malaysia coaches
But they did
get
Hans.
important deal with
They
this
will
type
get
of
the
things, yeah.
kill, and Booster will get credit.
It's hard to coach them,
I
man.
really like the trigger discipline there. Ezreal did not use the duel to the death, and I think that was a good decision here because they bought a lot of time. Kage was more wary, too tunnel vision on the potential fight at the bot lane that they left Hans alone, which allowed Menguche as well as
No 3 games, we just end this here. Oh.
Hans.
Stop it, Ken.
It's a tough situation, right? As the Clash laner, it's a lonely life sometimes.
It's okay, Ken is a
sometimes
legend. We
you're
all know
coming,
Ken is
where
a
are my friends,
legend.
what's going
Let
on?
him cook, let him
But
cook.
It's a situation also where you need to be careful. You can't be overstepping your boundaries. You got to be having that perfect positioning, always very important in Honor of Kings.
Yeah, and a successful defense on the jungle camps once again. So ISG is just securing the lead, and they're making sure that this lead
Hiya,
isn't
Kenny.
that shaky.
Hiya.
Catches a
Why
vision
you like that,
onto
Kenny?
My Menguche, just being a
Why you
total
not
beast.
family friendly?
Yeah, I thought you were going to use another word, one that started with the letter B. It felt like it was coming out, but then
Why are
you
you
felt like
talking about bouncing baubles
retracted
when you can
it.
bounce on my...
Nonetheless,
stopping there,
I
guys.
understand exactly.
Focus
You
on
know,
the
Hans is having a tough time, right? He just he'll just farm under tower, just not.
I swear whoever is fucking clipping that, yeah, you're so dead.
All the way in the front with the blazing.
No, nobody clip that shit. None of you clip that shit of me being sus to Kenny. Oh, Kaiser, you're stupid. Oh, back off.
Okay, I guess he is the invincible warrior as he survives that skirmish.
Yeah, but it's a tense situation, right? Right now they're dancing on knife's edge. It's going to be at about a close to 2,000 goal lead for the side of Isurus. And at this point
I
in the
swear,
game, it
not
might
another
seem
50 mini games.
a
I'll
little
cry,
big,
bro.
But it's not the end of the world yet. So Kage, as long
And then
as
there's
they
still
maintain this
interview.
position, it should be fine.
What the hell?
They don't know how to win from
Bloody
behind.
hell.
You know, I I think they've proven that in the last game.
No,
but
nice.
Brilliant to the
Byron.
the Chaos Cinder as well.
Byron.
Everything thrown at him. Even the kitchen sink. And Mooster is down for 20 seconds. And Senku, very patient with that one.
Yep, really like it. And so Kage knows the winning strategy here, but they might be punished.
Oh, time bomb.
Lemao, Sumpings.
Blown up Ezreal.
Oh, Doria. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Oh.
He's gonna go down, and Ezreal will get credit for this one.
And then they trade the middle turret. Actually, it's a good trade because technically Kukendra still has.
Yep, that was a huge trade. Actually, it's still favor for
Kukendra, okay, has 3 turrets for 2. Okay, that's good. There's more map pressure on the side of Kukendra, though they're behind goal.
Kage now have freedom to roam the map a little bit more because vision is going to be obscured.
But then the bottom wave turret is a bit
tough, right? And ISG right now not having that top and the top and mid T1. Yeah, you have a little bit of space in the bottom T1 or that area, but it's still a situation where ISG now they need to be a little bit more conscious of where the minions are at all points, right? Kukendra have proven that they use this map advantage to kind of let Senku just hide in the bushes and then just kind of blow up somebody. That's been their MO thus far, and it's kind of worked out. But mind you, they're still down in terms of kills, but in terms of net worth, they're still in it.
Yep, Wyral gonna secure the overload for the team. So the Vanguards are gonna start marching down the lanes itself. Now this is gonna be a little bit more map control. So Ezreal gonna trade with the Tyrant buff as well. So I think
Kukendra.
Looking for one. The time bomb will slow down Wyra. Resplendent Revolver from 0.
They're looking to
We saw
punish
some of
each
his
other.
stats. He's 0, 1, and 0. Still trying to get that farm.
Itemization wise.
A little bit more, AoE damage, so to speak.
Okay, everything looks quite standard on the side of itemization wise. Why have they not gone for anti-heal on any other team? Okay, there's a Blazing Cape, but I don't think that's enough.
Looks like the time lapse just to zone, and it looks like they're going to stay under the
Kaiser, save your ulti.
zoning them back.
Save your ulti for the range fight.
About going in. And with the time flux, they'll just kind of push them away. Kukendra, okay, yes, that was that attack was thwarted, but they didn't lose anything in return.
Yep, so still a benefit for the side of Kage at this point, and with the next 4 seconds time, you will see the Shadow Overlord get spawned as well. This is going to be a big objective, especially for the side of Kage.
Yeah, that would be huge if they could take this one out. But Kukendra still, they're going to force
Tyrant,
the Tyrant
enhanced
first.
Tyrant.
We don't know where the members of ISG are. They do see this.
Why is Angela the one that's over there? It should be
He's doing a little bit of chip
Byron.
damage, but
Byron should be the one
side,
scouting for
mid
mine.
side- Oh, the time flux. They're gonna back off for now. They don't want to overcommit. The time
Yeah,
lapse
Angela
is
should be
creating a
that
little bit
push.
of zoning.
Okay,
It
nice,
looks
nice
like
kill on
they're
the
gonna take
Tyrant.
this one. Wyra will
Take the
this
fight.
one, takes the
Take,
Tyrant.
go in.
Now they're looking to chase.
Oh no.
Wyra's still up in front with the Invincible Warrior. He's gonna back off, bring the time bomb to his friends.
What a
That's what
waste.
you do when you have the
Why
time
you all
bomb.
waste your ultis like that?
Well, this is a good discipline coming out from Kage at this point, and if ISG don't find a trade somehow, this is going to be disastrous for them because we are hitting the mid-game stride. Kage do have quite a bit of the items in the kit as well.
So like I was mentioning earlier, ISG actually should have used the early game lead, which at this point is not really snowballing much, so it makes Kage's life a lot easier coming
out of this one with the Resplendent Revolver. Oh, with the flash, and he does get the snipe out, and that's going to be the first kill for 0-0. We can call him 1-1-0 from now on.
Bro, mine getting solo killed by
sure.
Marco, bro. Okay.
Yeah, but at this point, I think they're looking for more there. They are not
Okay.
satisfied with
Papa.
just the kill. They want the buffs as well.
Take the waves.
Kage establishing dominance across the map, and at this point, yes, they do have the primal bonds, but I don't think they're gonna go with the Shadow Overlord just yet. But the map is truly theirs at this point.
Definitely theirs, and it's good to see the 0-0 pop off right there because they really needed that kill to make sure that they push it out. Look at how much space is being provided by that kill. Kukendra pushing the mid T2. The T2 has already been taken out. 0-0 now focusing on that T3. The Blazing Brilliance, the time lapse will zone them away. They've already taken the mid T2.
That's another
They've
tier
gotten
two.
what they've wanted, excuse me. And Kukendra will look to back off. But look at the bottom lane. All 3 towers still surviving.
Yep, that's fine because at this point, similar situation to game 1, right? If they have 2 lanes of super minions, what good is that going to do for the side of Isurus? So what if you have 1 lane?
Oh, they are looking to open the Overlord. Enemy team moves there. They catch off the something.
Gets blown up. Senku again. Look, every time Senku's in a bush.
Why was Senku there? He shouldn't be in that wood. Not Senku. The couples of
Exactly.
Seba.
That's what you want to see, right, from Senko,
He did.
especially from an Angela as well. This assassination style coming
You
in.
got the call off.
They definitely feel in the groove. They might be
Okay.
looking for more though.
They're looking for catch of Byron,
Booster has made an appearance,
but the rest of Byron's team
okay,
are
you wanna
here
go
to back him
continue
up,
1 versus 2, and his
and
friends
they
have
will take the
arrived,
bottom
and they're
tier
looking
one
to
title.
push this bottom T1. They finally do get that one. And through it all, they're going to continue pushing Wyra all the way up in front, not scared. He's going to continue to just be that frontline tank for 0-0 to just do the damage.
That's right. Kage have them in a chokehold at this point, and Isurus doesn't look like they will be able to break out of this chokehold just
Okay,
yet.
now for the instant replay of the fight.
They actually
Overlord.
tried to go for it,
Something
but
was
they
shown
were
going into
surprised
that bush
with
and he
their
just gets melted
brilliance,
down.
The blazing brilliance used by Senku really to maximum effect.
Maximum effect. Campix is one of those things where, like, he got blown up so quickly, he's just like, all he could do was
Angela
be like,
start.
hey, I found him. And just died. That's like he couldn't have done anything. He was just, you know, like, Senko
Clearing the
on
waves,
Angela is just doing so much damage.
standard plan. Okay, will they look to take down the top inhibitor turret? Yes, they look to take down the Tash lane inhibitor turret.
Yeah, nothing much.
Super minions deployed. Byron looking to 1v1 the Musashi. Okay, and a kill on Musashi.
Israel. Blazing brilliant. Right out the booster.
Yeah, no 30-minute game, guys.
Into the mid lane now. They're gonna go for this one. The roaming gun forward. That was
Okay,
aggressive.
mid turret, bottom. Okay. Once they clear this, they should look to back off because they don't have any more resources.
The base is exploded.
And they should
ISG
just look
now,
to
we're like,
reset.
what is going on? We're down 4K.
Yep, when you can run,
Hey,
you can
Angela,
hide,
what do you
but
mean to
Kage
attack?
will
Oi.
still find you. They make the base barren on the side of Isurus, and at this point, it really looks like a matter of time before Kage deals the final blow.
Kagendra right here, I mean, look, they know that, hey, we're not going to always win every game, or be winning, excuse me. But Kagendra find ways to get to the mid game where they're very strong and they can kind of
At this point, Kagendra should look to take the enhanced Tyrant.
They do have the knockup, the invincible warrior from Wyra, all the way in the front. Deals
Byron should be zoning out
chases him away
alongside
as well as the Blazing Brilliance. Again, they
Kaiser
don't have
or the
a
rest
lane
pick.
to deal
And
with
then
this
Kaiser
like
can
they,
just come
you
back
know,
in.
Kagendra had last game.
Yes.
If they can't do much there, Menguchi doesn't have energy
Okay,
to get his
Marco
skills
taking
up
the
on
raid.
as well, and this should
Because
be
they
the
have
Tyrant
to
ahead
send
of
somebody
Kage.
to
This
go
is a
clear
huge advantage right
the top wave that's pushing in
Might go for
deeply.
the steal here. They got to be careful here. The time bomb is going to be committed.
Time
as well.
bomb, time
They go
bomb.
the zone, the responding
Oh,
revolt.
Angela,
Okay.
nice.
They do get it. Senko will secure this one. They've gotten a Tyrant, and now they're going to look to
Tyrant.
push the
Now they're going
rest
to
of
look
the
to end
lane.
the game.
Top is something they need to be careful about.
At this point, they got two ways
Reroll,
pushing in.
looking
Top is
for
slow
that
pushing in.
entry point. As they're struggling to keep up.
So
Can
they will
hold
probably
the
force a
Kage?
fight and look to end.
Yeah, they have the minions. The super minions are
Because
here.
the clear
They're gonna
potential
be
on the
pushing.
side
This is
of
going to be tough.
Isurus is quite low without
Thought about
something
going in.
possible.
He's been chased away
He
with
set-
the responding
he set
revolver.
up time
but
bomb.
Wyra with the
Kaiser
invincible
got
warrior
the
still
ball
up
to
in
it.
front. Him and Hans have been this tag team duo that nobody wants to deal with. And it looks like, okay, they're going to have to back off now. And Kagendra will wait for the
Okay.
next minion.
And they look to take
Yeah,
enemy.
teaching us life lessons here. Patience is a virtue here. We don't have to over rush this. Kage, they know what's at stake. They are looking for that closing point of the game. And as you can see, they're struggling to keep up. But still in this, the game is not over until it's over.
Yeah, definitely not over yet. I mean, they'll play. This is
Oh,
everything is at stake. Who's
Huh?
been
What
killed?
the hell happened?
And they've got him, I believe, in the bottom lane.
Okay.
And Kagendra have found that opening. This is 5 versus 4.
Never noticed
They're
that.
gonna
What?
continue to
Oh,
push.
okay.
They need to wait for the next
Nice kill,
minion.
nice kill.
They'll deal with them as quickly as possible. They're all up at the river right now, so they do have a little bit of.
Okay. Now that they have a
room.
4v5 with
ISG
the
right now,
Mayan away, they
25
shouldn't be
seconds
scared. They
before
should go
Monsters
in
back up. So
and
they
fight.
need to figure out how to slow
And they have
this
three-way
down
pushing
and
in.
stem the bleeding at this stage.
No standing, no bleeding.
Final play.
Invincible
Die.
Warrior. They found him, and Menguchi
Yeah,
just gets
otherwise.
blown up in the
Kaiser,
face.
Kaiser
It's gonna
double
be
ulti and they look to
focusing
end the game.
Kagendra will just
GG.
end the
Let's
game.
congratulate
They take
Kagendra
it.
for making it onto the knockout stages and to the EWC stage.
Indonesian pride, Kagendra making work for themselves. Congratulations, they will
I
make it
see.
into the
Sad
Esports
depression.
World Cup over in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, the kingdom. Look at the happiness of the team there, and this is what we want to
GG.
see. This is
At least it's not another 30-minute game, bros.
Honor of Kings Invitational Season
GG, GG, shake
This is a
hands,
clean
big
match.
love,
2-0.
big peace.
ISG, I mean,
Kiss
Isurus,
each
they
other,
played
I
their
mean
best, they
what?
gave it their
No,
best
don't
shot,
kiss each other.
it just wasn't enough.
Just not enough. And unfortunately, you know, you see the amazing things when people win, but also you see the sadness that is when you lose. And unfortunately, ISG today was not their day. They're going to go home. They're going to think about what happened here. Hopefully come back even stronger. This is a team that I see a lot of potential in. They have a chance, but unfortunately for them, their road is
You guys
over.
are back here on the live stage with me, Choo Choo, alongside with me. It's
Choo.
going to be coming out Kagendra
Auntie
of
Tutu.
Indonesia just won their series. Give it up to Kagendra,
Very
guys.
beautiful announcer that we have here. Choo.
Now I'm gonna direct my first question to Senko, the captain himself. I need to, Senko. Yeah.
They take it forever to
Okay,
pass on
thank
it.
you so much.
God damn.
You can
Okay.
speak Bahasa. It's okay, I will translate for you, brother. Senko, as the captain yourself, right? He's also the mid laner for Kagendra here. Now, we saw the difference between the first match and the second match. It's so different when it comes to the tempo. You drag so long in game number
they are
one.
already
What happened in game number one? What was the biggest reason for the drag? Nah, kalau dilihatinnya pada game pertama kamu sama game kedua lebih pede kalau dari segi gameplay kamu. Tapi game satu salahnya di mana? Kenapa di bagian kalian begitu sulit untuk menghabiskan gamenya?
Mungkin untuk di game 1 karena game pertama ya, jadi kita kagak kayak main aman, kita respect sama musuh, jadi kita lebih banyak bermain aman, jadi itu membuat diri kita agak sedikit takut, jadinya mungkin gamenya agak pasif ya. Dan untuk di game 2 kita udah pede karena kita menang game pertama, jadi kita bisa membawa gamenya jauh and lebih cepat.
So basically, when it comes to the first game, they were not that confident. They don't know the back end of Isurus and they have to study their gameplay first. So they were trying to read out their momentum, their strategy, how they approach the fight and try to build up the momentum in their second game. Hence they're giving a bit too much respect to Isurus in the first game. Jadi soalan kedua, di mana kalian ngerasa kalau di game kedua kalau ada silapnya bisa dibaiki atau dibaik pulihnya di mana? Termasuk juga game pertama untuk kalian sekarang.
Kalau game kedua, hal yang kita perbaiki mungkin dari kesabaran untuk bisa menyelesaikan gamenya. Karena kita ada beberapa momen maupun di game 1, game 2 kita terburu-buru pengen end, pada akhirnya nggak bisa. Jadi itu bisa membuat kita gamenya jadi lebih lama lagi. Mungkin pelajaran kita agar bisa disiplin pas pengen end gamenya.
Siapa biasanya
They have the
terburu-buru?
discipline to end the game.
Kamu sendiri atau yang lain?
Mungkin karena komunikasi satu tim ya, jadi terbawa suasana turnamen.
So for the second question, I asked if you can actually
Bro,
fix things for the second
this lady
game and
is
the
court
first game.
finger,
What
bro.
would
She
they
can
try to
speak all
fix
the
to
main
make
4
it
languages
better
of
and
Southeast
a
Asia.
cleaner ending for the side of Kagendra?
Holy shit.
So
Don't tell me she can speak
basically,
PH
they were
also.
a bit too hasty when it comes to trying to finish the game as soon as
Yeah, it's a
possible.
solid
So
announcer,
they're quite worried,
if you can
and
say
due to
anything.
the hastiness coming up from their end, they try to finish too fast. They tend to make more mistakes in there, and now they learn it. So maybe they try to communicate even better for the next couple of series.
Oh shit, so she's using her limited Melayu to translate bahasa Indo.
Sepertinya di late game. Kalau
No,
terutamanya
this is
kalau
bahasa
kalian
Melayu,
harus
right?
menentang tim seperti LGD yang dimana early game sama mid gamenya begitu hebat. Jadi bagaimana kalau kalian di sisi kalian sendiri, di pandangan kalian, kalau perlu bertarung sama LGD gimana? Karena
that's bahasa
kalian
Melayu
semua lagi
and
bisa
bahasa
late game
Indo.
dibandingkan early sama mid game.
Yeah, they will translate.
Mungkin kita
Both is it?
lebih perbanyak latihan di scrim mungkin ya untuk bisa menangin early-nya. Karena kita tahu LGD memang tim yang sangat kuat, tim yang
so I
paling
can speak
disiplin.
bahasa Melayu to
Terlebih lagi ya player mereka skill individunya jago-jago. Jadi mungkin agak susah, cuma kita pasti akan mencoba hal yang terbaik dari
Interesting,
kita.
I learned something new today.
Inshallah. So basically,
Inshallah,
what
indeed,
I actually
inshallah.
asked them, if they have to fight against LGD,
Salam,
how would they respond to
salam.
that?
Assalamualaikum,
Because
brother.
the specialty of Kagendra right now is more towards late game phase, which we saw a bit of a dragging ending there. But if you compare with LGD, they are
Kolol and
specializing
Kalol.
in early to mid game phase.
Then their pronunciation will be slightly different. Color and Kolol and Kalol.
So what they
They use-
mentioned was they need to have more scrims and have to try to evaluate
I think you all need to
themselves
scrim
more because
against
on the side of
Malaysia.
LGD players, they
Your first scrim
individually
against Indo
themselves are
teams.
super strong when it comes to their fundamentals. Now, last but not least, coming up
What
from
nasi
your
goreng?
end, you have
Apa
any words
sia?
for your supporters
What nasi
out there?
goreng,
Untuk
bro?
supporter kalian, ada kata-kata yang mau dikatakan?
Oke, untuk semua yang pendukung kita maupun yang di sini maupun yang di rumah, yang ada di Indonesia, yang di Malaysia, sama juga yang sudah datang sini spesialnya ya. Terima kasih banyak atas supportnya karena sudah datang
thank
sini
you,
dan
thank you
juga
for your
untuk
support.
semua teman-teman di rumah Balagendra Terima kasih sudah support
Thanks
kita.
for
Kita
supporting
bakal terus
Kagendra and we'll do our
berjuang untuk
best.
bisa menjadi hal yang menjadi yang terbaik.
I don't think that needs translation. Keep on Dokong
Oh.
Indonesia and wrap it up. It's gonna be the side of Indonesia Kagendra, and that's it for the
Satu,
interview for now. We're
satu
gonna toss it
Southeast
back
Asia.
to the casters.
Huh?
Thank you, Choo
Huh?
for
Where?
that wonderful,
That's debate.
interview
Huh?
right there. That's just amazing. Just being able to go,
Oh, you all seen
be able to
debate?
talk to them and
Oh,
understand
you all
what's
seen
going
debate?
on.
Oh,
in
that's
terms of-
good.
and just seeing what they want to do next, right? I think that that's the super important
Oh,
part.
decade is
I'm
not an event, what?
You could tell. There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of intensity of just, I would say almost relief after that series of being able
Yeah.
to make it to the top eight. Because
Nibin is
again, all
super
you need
busy
is a chip
today,
and a chair,
guys.
so to
Okay,
speak, of
so
getting into that
I will make some brief announcements. Okay, promotions wise, you all know what is going on. Like, I'm pretty sure all 4 viewers here know what the hell is going on. But if you don't, get your friends in and tell them what's going on in the stream descriptions. And then I don't know if I should continue because I have my own stuff to do. Okay, so basically update, Niven will not be streaming from 6 to 8 today because he has some urgent matters to tend to. So yes, you have an idea. What's up? Because I need to eat, I need to shower, I need to play rank. And then yeah. But I'll see how it goes like. Because I cannot just end stream. If I end stream here, it'll cut everybody off. There's an app that translates what you're saying. There's an app that translates what I'm saying. Live that. I can live that, huh? Huh? Oh, you all mean the closed captions for YouTube? I don't think we had that implemented. You can live shop, bro. You're degens, man. You're motherfucking degens. I don't even have OBS on my phone to off my cam. Oh, what? Huh? Okay, nobody's heard that. Yeah. Oh, bro, you're weird, man. You're weird. Okay, so yeah. And if y'all can please help us hit at least 200 subs by the end of tomorrow, by the end of the campaign. That will be very much appreciated and grateful lah. We want to at least minimally hit 200 even if we cannot hit the 1k of legendary skin. Because that will be impossible, I feel. So even if your little cousin or your brother, your uncle, aunties have a YouTube account, just ask them to sub. Just ask them to sub. They don't have to look at our content all the time. Can even tune in for 10 minutes every 2 months. Yes. But please don't create alt accounts because I think YouTube has a way to track that and we do not want to have like bot accounts or like accounts that are not genuine, unique. Then I go create. What, your odd account for viewing? Then I won't know who. Yeah. Just try to keep it as authentic as possible. Yeah. Can? Thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate all the support. Y'all can look forward to seeing Kenny will be streaming from 8 to 10. He'll be doing rank games on his odd account. I am not sure if he will be playing with viewers. Okay, so this is the plan. If the event is free by 8 o'clock, we'll most likely be doing duo trios on Kenny's stream. And then if not, Kenny will go solo rank on his odd account, which is currently Go. He has like many odd accounts, I'm not sure which. And then I'm not sure if he's allowing viewers to join in on his odd account if that's the new plan. If Kenny, if you're around, you can answer them if you're doing that. I'll give you some time. You know about photo when that's on my Patreon. Once we set up the Patreon. Yeah. So there's no slot for 6 to 8. Is Kenny? I'm not sure. Y'all can join Kenny's stream later. to see how it goes. And the MVP for this game is Angela. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you all same time tomorrow. And Wednesday will be a short break. Y'all can look at the schedule. Wednesday will be a short break. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be streaming if I'm not wrong. Timings to be confirmed because they have not updated the schedule on the website. Then Vin will be joining me for the semi quarters and finals if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so y'all can look forward to a co-casting / watch party. I'm sure it'll be more hype than I am, but yes, tune in. Thank you. Bye.